delivering the best.
GMGT big, 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 where the culture lives. Big, big, vibes big, big, big. GMGT, oh, it is what it is. Smartin.
Going live soon on Facebook, YouTube, and Mixcloud. Good music, good times. Where the culture lives. We are the reason you get written up or worse, fired. Good music, good times. Where the culture lives. The Wake Up Call. Now live on the best entertainment has to offer. Good music, good times. Where the culture lives.
Good morning!
Edgy, witty, and raw. Yep, this is the Wake Up Call.
Is that a chocolate bar? Yeah. Every time you turn and you twist up inside, you feel up my heart and you feel up my pride. You have my head feeling like an upside down. You have my body hurting all around. Pour your creative juices over me. Mash down my walls and set me free. When you touch my bubble, you touch my soul. There's not another you in this whole wide world. Cause I have a weakness for sweetness. Weakness for sweetness. I have a weakness for sweetness. Weakness for sweetness. Some people say that I'm a diabetic, but this is only one life to live, so I'ma live it. So don't throw no words that knock on my door, cause never have I felt this way before. Women always talk to say I'm obsessed. Men always tell me that I'm truly blessed. I tell them that I love everything that's nice. Sugar cane, lollipop, pineapple and spice. Cause I have a weakness for sweetness. Weakness for sweetness. I have a weakness for sweetness. Weakness for sweetness. You want me to turn around.
Just do it.
You want me to fall on the ground.
Just do it.
You want me to back so.
Just do it.
You want me to give some more.
Just do it.
You want me to.
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 Just do it.
Let's stand Paul with the New York connection. Sister Natalie with the art foundation. Me and the rise and you are the stew. Do a bit together with the dream come true. If you don't have no foot, then you can't wear no shoe. Weakness or sweetness, that is me and you. And this is a scabby, and I'm telling you that you want this weakness is a natural fact.
Watch how me boom boom roll and tumble. Watch how me belly just reel and bubble. Watch how me hips just start to whine. If you control speed, call me anytime. If me two knee just shake and tremble. If me backbone go cracks and tingle. If you see me laugh but I'm feeling pain, do it again and again and again. Cause I have a weakness for sweetness. Weakness for sweetness. I have a weakness for sweetness. Weakness for sweetness. Never should you stop it, stop it, stop it. Give me cause I want it, want it, want it. No matter how I try to fake it. I just love it. Cause I have a weakness for sweetness. Weakness for sweetness. I have a weakness for sweetness. Weakness for sweetness. Turn around.
Just do it.
You want me to fall on the ground.
Just do it.
You want me to back so.
Just do it.
You want me to give you some more.
Just do it.
You want me to.
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 Just do it.
I watch how you watch when I pop that one in a two, I'm coming up at that one in a two. People I don't want to but a true. Love and love is me and you. Y'all up and with him and you make him this a charge. Y'all come tell me just what you want.
Sweet, I like it sweet. Sweet, I like it sweet. Sweet, I like it sweet. Is that a chocolate bar? Sweet, I like it sweet. Can I have some? Sweet, I like it sweet.
and so sweet and so nice and soft. All of the girls them know. I wanna see the hands them. All of the ice cream woman me say put up on her hand. All of the girls them know. All of the ice cream woman me say put up on her hand. you all. This is Coalition and we out on the scene. Tune for the gal, what them call ice cream. All of the gal them, I wanna hear you scream. I mean, the gal so soft and sweet like ice cream, with the chocolate chips in between, just like something from out of my dream. Oh, ice cream. I mean, the gal so soft and sweet like ice cream, with the chocolate chips in between, just like something from out of my dream. Oh, ice cream. Missing people want come catch the flavor. Coalition massive got a new one for ya. This one goes out to all the data. Love you all. Whether I large, so whether you slim, black, white, brown, all them we calling. All of the gal we requesting. Love you all. Ice cream, it up, it control me. Chocolate, please help me. Say this, you want it up, you run up the party. Everybody say, I mean, the gal so soft and sweet like ice cream, with the chocolate chips in between, just like something from out of my dream. Oh, ice cream. I mean, the gal so soft and sweet like ice cream, with the chocolate chips in between, just like something from out of my dream. Oh, ice cream. All of the gal them know. Let me tell them. We sing once again. It comes a brand new flavor. Boy. Girls Coalition, love you forever. Boy. Strawberry, ripple, chocolate, and vanilla. Y'all, you have the flavor. Again, once again, it comes a brand new flavor. Boy. Girls Coalition, love you forever. Boy. Strawberry, ripple, chocolate, and vanilla. Y'all, you have the flavor. Ice cream, all of she body man me caress. Soft and sweet tenderness. She put a little on my chest. Yes, yes. Ice cream, all of she body man me caress. Soft and sweet tenderness. She put a little on my chest. Yes, yes. Ice cream truck inside the area. All of the bands you better move over. No room inside this your freezer. Love you all. But some ice cream, oh yes, I'm craving. The sweetness for sweetness is everlasting. Oh girl, your body is calling. It is calling me. Ice cream, it have to control me. Chocolate, please help me. Say this, you want it up, you run up the party. Everybody say, I mean, the girl so soft and sweet like ice cream, with the chocolate chips in between, just like something from out of my dream. Oh, ice cream. I mean, the girl so soft and sweet like ice cream, with the chocolate chips in between, just like something from out of my dream. Oh, ice cream. Yeah, love you all. Coalition, the crowd them all.
Good morning. Good morning.
So when your girl look good and she step on the scene, we ball out. Ice cream. Y'all, you run things and there is no in between. But we tell them, ice cream. This is Coalition. Respect to all of the queen. But we ball out. Ice cream. Y'all, and in the air if you know you're on the scene. We love you now. Let me sing. And in the air because you know that you're nice. Sweet like sugar, girl, you have the eyes. Screaming at your body and the man entice. You're so nice. Again, me sing. And in the air because you know that you're nice. Sweet like sugar, girl, you have the eyes. Screaming at your body and the man entice. You're so nice. I mean, the girl so soft and sweet like ice cream, with the chocolate chips in between, just like something from out of my dream. Oh, ice cream. I mean, the girl so soft and sweet like ice cream, with the chocolate chips in between, just like something from out of my dream. Oh, ice cream.
The Wake Up Call, now live on the best entertainment has to offer. Good music, good times, where the culture lives.
Girls, oh my gosh, style. Oh la 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 la, how do you want me? Oh la 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 la, yeah. Well you to a farm. See, this is a music farm, musical land, and Exotic is the band. It's early in the morning, gonna we do some farming. Plant your foot them firm on the land. This is the music farm. Pick up your shovel and hoe, get ready to go. This is the garden planting time. Sow your seed and wine. Me say, down in a Trinidad. Me say, down in a Trinidad we have a music farm. E-I-E-I-O. And on that farm we have enough musician. E-I-E-I-O. Just jump around with a shook there and put up your hand and shook there. Wine all around and shook there. Shook everywhere. Down in a Trinidad we have a music farm. E-I-E-I-O. Down there, me Trinidad bossy. Down there, they getting on wassy. Down there, I am the butcher that slaughter the lamb on the music farm. Down there, spray your fertilizer. Down there, make the crops go stronger. Down there, a farmer happy running the show. E-I-E-I-O. Yeah. Down in a Trinidad. Me sing, down in a Trinidad we have a music farm. E-I-E-I-O. And on that farm we have plenty woman. E-I-E-I-O. I just jump around with a shook there and put up your hand and shook there. Ride all around and shook there. Shook everywhere. Down in a Trinidad we have a music farm. E-I-E-I-O. Now break it down.
Man of the sugar queen, girl of the eater. Come we could join man cause our culture. Dig up your mountain, expand the river girl. And we a big time farmer. Well done, and you hear the cocker start the crowing. Bring the hot water and drop the chicken. Carry out the cold and go start building. There ain't a stop falling. Saddle up your horses. Get on your donkey. Turn up your soil and plant up the land. This is the music farm.
Down in the Trinidad we have a music farm.
E-I-E-I-O.
Down in the Trinidad we have a music farm.
E-I-E-I-O. Early in the morning, I hear my name start calling. She say, come join do some construction on my music farm. Yeah, me. Ow, a bombay.
Well, it's me again on the microphone stand. Hear me now. What a night, what a night, what a Saturday night. Oh, what a night, what a night, what a Saturday night. It was last Saturday, I feeling for a play. I met a little girl named Kay. I wish she from a down Claxton Bay. I took she to a jam session, down in a music farm. When she tell me to plow up the land, I give she the wickedest slam. Yeah.
Together, the more we blow together we shall reap. Cause my farm is your farm and my yam is your yam. So let us blow together.
There's a hole in the land. There's a hole in the land. Yeah, Vincent, a hole.
Well, fill it, there boy, there boy, there boy. Well, fill it, there boy, fill it.
We are the reason you get written up or worse, fired. Good music, good times. Where the culture lives. The Wake Up Call, now live on the best entertainment, has to offer. Good music, good times, where the culture lives.
Good morning!
this is Skinny Fabulous, and right now you're listening to good music, good times. Good music, good times. Culture lives. Somebody say, Abo.
Smartin, GMGT, good music, good times, where the culture lives. Keep it locked. Smartin, say, easy.
The Wake Up Call, now live on the best entertainment has to offer. Good music, good times, where the culture lives.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Is this working?
It sure is.
It is?
Yes, it is.
Oh, wow. Let me see something. Boy. Good morning. Each and every person that's locked into the Wake Up Call. I think we are on Clubhouse. Gigi, shoot me a message. Let me know how that's going because I can't monitor Clubhouse while I'm live over there. So hit me up on the WhatsApp. Let me know what it is. Good morning to everybody.
We are loud and clear on Clubhouse
this
morning.
We are going to set the mood today, right? That's why I have this little, instrumental in the background. So welcome to everybody that's locked in. This is GMGT. We're also known as Good Music, Good Times. And this is where the culture lives. So if you don't like the sound quality, you're on Clubhouse, and for whatever reason you don't like the sound quality over there, and you want to listen, you can head over to GMGT.LIVE. That's our website. You don't have to put no www dots or anything. Just type GMGT.LIVE in your browser and you'll pull us up right there. You can listen in HD audio, or you can head over to our Mixcloud platform where you can listen uninterrupted. Good morning to everybody that's locked in on. Hey, Sunshine, thank you. Thank you for hitting me up and let me know. Gigi, I had already made you guys moderators, but I'm going to try to do that right now. Good morning to you, Sunshine. Good morning. Morning to each and every other person that's locked in. Good morning to Berthel. Good morning to Jenny. Good morning to the team inside London. Lorraine, darling, good morning. Molly, good morning to you on YouTube. Guys, this morning was a little bit choppy how we started up, and I want to apologize for that. Like I said, we've been doing some work in the background and we did some trial runs, but trial run and live run is always a difference. So I want to apologize to you guys. As you guys know, we have a nice show set up for you this morning. Gigi, our producer, got some topics loaded and ready to go.
Yes.
Gigi, I want you to give me a few minutes and I'll make you the moderator over there. And to everybody else that's locked in, I want to say welcome to the morning show. This is beautiful Wednesday morning. So I say welcome to the Wake Up Call, the best show in all the land. And I want to say thank you to everybody that's checking this out, that's loving what they're seeing. You can head over to, we are also live on Facebook. We are also live on YouTube. And we're live on Mixcloud. Let me see what's happening over on YouTube right now. I think it's Molly over there, and who else? Just Molly.
Probably Paris and Charlie.
Charlie's always on YouTube. Let's see who's here on Facebook. Let's see. Is there anybody here on Facebook? Doesn't look like there's much people happening on Facebook right now. But to the people that's on Facebook, I want to say good morning to you. I think Steffi just popped up on Facebook. Steffi did Mixcloud all of one day and she went back to
No, I don't think so. I think she's on
Mixcloud?
I think so.
Good morning to you, DJ Grimes. Good morning. Welcome to everybody on the Wake Up Call, and to the people in Clubhouse. Don't forget you can hit us up on Mixcloud if you want to see the video live, or if you just want to listen to some high quality audio, you can head over to GMGT.LIVE and start listening over there. The number to hit us up on WhatsApp is 347-309-5254. If you feel like you want to be a part of the conversation or any of the topics, you can definitely drop us a voice note or a message over there. Let me see. I see one message in here already. Somebody says good morning. All right. Good morning to you too, sir. How was y'all day yesterday? I mean, yesterday was our first day back. after a little hiatus.
That was a good show yesterday.
Yesterday I felt good. I felt good to be back. It was definitely good. Steffi, no, Steffi's here.
I told you.
Yeah. Let me see who else. Who else am I missing? I know I missed something. Steffi473, good morning. Paris, good morning. Sexy09, good morning. I see we have a Coach Carter and a Pager UK. Good morning to you. The UK is always in. Always in. There's another Jenny. She's from Leeds, who's always on Facebook. Let me see if she's there right now.
Where's Leeds?
Leeds is in England. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but everybody just think London is all of England, and we use London synonymously with England. Yeah. So good morning to you, Jenny. If you're out there, always locked in. There is another person that's always on YouTube. I haven't seen her yet. When her name pops up, I'll remember. I apologize if you're listening. So today's the inauguration.
It sure is.
Yeah, we can get into that lightly right now, right?
Biden Kamala Day.
You know how we do for the first hour? It's just usually light conversation, and we try to get everybody. I saw somebody say "love in your hair." I thought it was my hair. I was like,
no.
Shoot!
It's still not gonna connect, but it's cute. You tried it.
I think I should let it go gray. You know, see the little gray hairs coming out there. That's y'all that's doing that to me, by the way. Y'all.
She, me, her.
Y'all.
I never.
You,
could
Storm.
Never.
The only person that don't give me gray hair is Curtin.
Lies.
Curtin, if you're listening, I'm a boy. If you're listening
out there. The reason why you in
there.
this mess. Well, this morning. In the mornings.
No.
In the mornings?
Yeah. Well,
that's
technically, yeah. But Curtin is the only person that don't like. When I speak to Curtin, it's always.
I don't stress
kumbaya.
you out. I don't stress you out.
You
though.
stress me out.
How?
You, Storm, everybody. Y'all stress me out.
The devil's a lie.
All right, so let's get back to the inauguration today.
I never realized how detailed this the day is for them. I don't know why in my head I
for
just
the inauguration.
I just thought that it was just like that evening event and that was it.
Like show up and do your
that
thing
was
and
it.
leave. I never thought it was that simple, but I'm learning a lot this year. That's because of Trump. I have to say thank you to Trump. I learned a lot about civics and politics and because he just did his thing and he just did his thing. Showed America for what it really is.
Bruh.
Yeah.
It's ghetto. It's ghetto in America now.
Yeah?
Yeah, I feel so. With Trump.
Oh, he pardoned
Lil Wayne and Kodak Black.
And he pardoned his goon.
Which one? He got a lot down.
The one that was in the White House with him first, Steve Bannon.
Oh yeah. I saw that.
Yeah. So everybody that was guilty of crimes, he pardoned the whole team.
Listen,
I can't hate for that. he pardoned the whole team. Michael Flynn.
Has a president ever pardoned so much people at one time? Because that's a lot of people.
It's not the numbers. It's the who. Yeah.
The who and the crime.
Right. So presidents usually pardon people. Bill Clinton did something shady like that too, but it was one person, and I don't think the crime was that egregious. Bill Clinton, I think, pardoned his brother-in-law, somebody that did something, and
real shady.
Yeah. Okay. It was a little shady deal. But to thumb your nose in front, like the Justice Department just prosecuted Michael Flynn, signed a deal with him. Now that he's pardoned, they have to go back and figure out what the hell.
They got to go back and do all the footwork.
You know that other guy too, the one Manafort.
I don't know who
Manafort was the guy who managed his campaign.
Oh.
Right? The guy from East Russia or wherever, East Europe. And part of his plea deal, when he pleaded guilty, he had to give up like a couple of houses, a couple of $1 million. Now that he's got pardoned, they can't take the money because you're saying he's not guilty. So they don't even know where they go because that's uncharted.
I would hate to be in the Justice Department. Do you know how much paperwork and footwork that is?
They got their work cut out for them.
Jesus,
people in there is probably just breathing a sigh of relief. Yeah.
Oh my.
You can imagine the collective sigh of relief that's being let out right now. Like, whew,
I'm gonna do that
back
shit
to
now.
some normalcy. It's crazy.
Nah, that's different.
So good morning to everybody. Good morning again. Let me see. I want to know what's bothering you guys this morning. What's on your mind this morning? What y'all looking forward to? Again,
It looked like they waiting for Trump to move out. They want to know if the Trump move out.
yeah. I want to know what everybody's looking forward to. Right? What y'all looking forward to? I don't want to know about New Year's resolutions. I just want to know what y'all looking forward to for 2021. And 2021 is starting up real challenging.
Bruh.
Like,
It was lit in the first few weeks.
first few weeks. It was lit in the first few days. Like,
Yo.
a week didn't go. We had a whole riot.
I think it was like 6 days.
Yeah, 6 days in, and we started burning the
was lit.
whole house down. Literally.
Damn. And it's one after
know
the
what?
other after the other.
I'm having my tea by the time the end of this. I'll feel a little better. Let me tell you what. Let me take a quick music break. We'll come right back after this. Molly said she's looking forward to turning the big 50. Bertha says she's looking forward to get this clown out of the White House. Anybody? The number is 347-309-5254. Drop us a voice note if you want to be part of the conversation. Send us a message over on our WhatsApp. It's 347-309-5254. Or if you want to find us on any one of the video platforms, that's YouTube, Mixcloud, Facebook, you can just type in GMGT.LIVE. Head over there right now. Get a look at what we are. GMGT is where the culture lives. The wake-up call is in progress. Sexy09 said, I'm looking forward to going outside and not wearing a goddamn mask. I'm looking forward to that too. Sexy09, are you taking the vaccine? I saw one of my friends post on Facebook yesterday. She's a nurse, big nurse. She has some levels to her, and she took the vaccine.
Lit.
Yeah, and she posted it. So I think that will help because some people within the healthcare field showing that, you know, they're willing to take the vaccine. I think that will go a long way. And I'm gonna take it. And seeing her take it made me feel a little bit better about taking it. So I think I have to take it around 90 days after first testing positive.
So I'm gonna let you know now, if y'all plan on taking any other vaccines, whatever it is, y'all need to wait a 2-week period before and after you take. I think it's a 2-step shot, right?
Huh?
The coronavirus, the vaccine. I think it's a 2-process shot.
2 phase. Yeah, so you take
So
shot
2
1
weeks,
and then 2 weeks or 3 weeks after you take shot 2.
If you're taking a regular flu vaccine, whatever it is, make sure you wait 2 weeks before you take the coronavirus vaccine, and then if you're going to wait 2 weeks after you're done the whole process to take whatever before or after, wait the damn 2 weeks because they don't know how it's going to intersect with any other
stuff
vaccine.
Right. That would make sense.
So they want you to wait.
So here's what we're going to do. We're going to take a quick pause for a cause and come right back after this. Gigi, I'm going to get to you guys inside Clubhouse right now. And Storm, if you're listening, you can check into Jitsi at any time you wish. We are ready for you. The wake-up call coming right back after this.
Call now live on the best entertainment has to offer. Good music, good times, where the culture lives.
Good morning.
See, I'm not like none of them.
Turning up your bandwidth. We are the best in entertainment online, period. Good music, good times. Where the culture lives. It's time to go in. Hit 'em hard. Good music, good times. Where the culture lives. The Wake Up Call. Now live on the best entertainment has to offer. Good music, good times. Where the culture lives.
And we're back. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Let me see if I can pull Storm in right here. Storm should be on, let me see, 1212, this line. Stormy, are you hearing us?
I can hear.
Oh, your Wi-Fi sucks.
No.
All right. Do you still have what's the name? Do you still have Clubhouse running in the background on your phone?
Yes.
I need you to end that.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, so we are back. It's the first hour. Y'all know how we do this. We do it light. Good morning to you, Cleo. Good morning to the team in inside London. Good morning to you, Neil. I know you're somewhere out there listening. I'm pretty sure of it.
I'm pretty sure.
Good morning to everybody else, the people on YouTube. Chantel, good morning. Chantel was the person on YouTube I was talking about.
Oh, okay.
Good morning,
okay.
Chantel. Welcome. I know you're probably getting ready to head into work. So welcome to the Wake Up Call, 6 to 9 a.m. Don't forget, it's Daybreak up next with Nakia. Storm, make sure Nakia gets here on time. Can you? Please. I don't know what's wrong with Storm's audio this morning. Your audio is a little choppy, but we're gonna try to figure it out. So inauguration day today. What time is the exact time of inauguration? Is it 12?
I'm gonna let you know.
Yes, let's look that up real quick. Let me see by a show of hands, anybody anywhere, who here is happy to see Trump goes? Go.
Me.
Shivion, I hope I have that name right. Crandon, good morning. Welcome to the Wake Up Call. You know what I'm gonna do? To everybody that's on Facebook, we're gonna do a quick restart and we're gonna come right back there. So Facebook people, just if you log in right now, don't be scared, just come right back. We're gonna restart on Facebook. For a better and more complete experience, please switch over to Mixcloud, and if you don't want to do Mixcloud, head over to a YouTube page and I'm gonna share that in a few, but let me just restart here on Facebook real quick. All right, so we're gonna come right back on Facebook. To everybody else, welcome to the Wake Up Call. Shout out to the people on Clubhouse. Welcome. I heard the audio is sounding really nice over there, so that's great. Good morning to Sunshine, who I made a moderator over on Clubhouse. Gigi, good morning to yourself. The GMGT Warriors and family and friends is doing their thing. So let's jump into this thing now. So the inauguration happens at 12, right? That's when he puts his hand on the Bible and does the whole swearing in.
The whole thing is extensive.
Yeah.
It's at 11 o'clock.
Okay.
Joe arrives at the U.S. Capitol.
Nice.
11:15. The inauguration program begins.
11:15, okay.
So that's the invocation, the Pledge of Allegiance, national anthem, poetry reading, musical performance.
Who's performing?
Jennifer Lopez.
Really? J-Lo?
Yes, yeah.
What is she performing? Was she singing the anthem? I hope not.
Let's hope she speaks in Spanish, because that's when she sounds the best.
I guess it's
shade.
part of the whole unity outreach, you know?
No, because Lady Gaga is singing the national anthem.
Okay, well, yeah, that's fine too. Go ahead.
That's fine, yeah, but I get what they were trying to do. 12, he's sworn in as the 46th president from 2:30 to 3. I didn't know that they lay the wreath at the Arlington National Cemetery, though.
What they do?
They lay the wreath.
Yeah.
I don't know what the wreath is supposed to signify.
Okay.
But at the tomb of an unknown soldier, along with Kamala and her husband Doug. You know she loves her Dougie.
Yeah. Teach me how to doggy. Teach me how to doggy.
Our pappy, Barack, and his wife is also going to be in attendance.
Oh, nice.
George.
The last real president.
The last three presidents, George and Bill. And of course, Hillary is going to be there. 3:15 to 3:30. Joe and Jill will receive presidential military escort to the White House.
Nice.
We don't know specifically what time, because I know we were hearing about the parade with the drummers from Howard University.
Oh,
That's
wow.
supposed to be walking them in. I don't know exactly what
If
time.
that's going to take place.
No, it's taking place. We just don't know what
Okay.
time. And then 8:30 tonight, Tom Hanks will be doing his 90-minute special as the host for the Biden and Harris, their inauguration.
Certain ball?
Yes.
Okay.
Demi Lovato,
Uh-huh.
Justin Timberlake,
Wow.
Ant Clemens,
Wow.
John Bon Jovi
Wow.
is going to be performing.
You could imagine how Trump is probably seething,
What? Because he couldn't get now one person.
right? You can imagine the rage this guy has. Storm, let me hear what you got to say.
Do you hear me?
Yeah, I'm hearing you, but it's still broken up a little bit. Go ahead. Let's see if it figures itself out.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, Stormy.
Hi. I can't see you guys, but I'm hearing you.
You're not seeing me? You should be able to see me.
The screen isn't centered. I'm seeing the screen behind you.
Yeah, don't worry about that, Storm. I'm there. In spirit.
Forward to you know how the presidents like pass off the White House and then they shake hands, you take your last flight on the jets and stuff
Right.
like that?
Uh-huh.
And that's not gonna happen.
No,
this
that's
time.
not happening. Because you know who? Sore
Yep.
loser.
See, that's what happened when you try to be a little thing. Now you get impeached for the second time, and now you lose all your privileges.
I just want to say that I did not lose this election. This election was completely rigged. And
You know who does a good impression?
Who?
Logan.
Yeah.
I had a whole video. He's like, oh, it's voter fraud. Oh, this is a scam. Oh.
Never seen anything so horrible in my life. I told you, people called me and they told me never have they seen anything like that. Cause you know, I killed Corona. I killed Corona.
China.
Okay?
You gotta say China.
And with the line, China come flew.
I have never seen somebody so dumb in my life.
A shit show.
Listen, everybody has, I would say, different types of intelligence. Like, not everybody can read a book from end to end and understand. Not everybody can go in a chemistry class and figure it out, right? Not everybody can put in a workshop or to build a cabinet. Everybody has their different, intelligence. But that guy, and that's a guy that over 70 million people wanted to represent them. I think
And
that's
still
how,
do. Well,
yeah.
not 70 now, but still. Well, I mean, no, is it?
Well, 70 million people voted for him.
yeah.
I don't think 70 million people agree with him wholeheartedly, but
But the
still,
fact that you
says
voted
a lot.
for him,
yeah.
that's
Those
what it is.
After what he did, that 70 million has cut down because of how he handled it, I believe.
And I love it.
No. I don't love it because you want to know why? What in the last 4 years did Trump do
Not a
that
damn
made us think that what happened on January 6th wasn't going to happen?
What?
So at what point did the line become too far for you to cross?
But it still wasn't, because what did he do on the White House with the lawn? Was it the front lawn when he made the announcement?
That he loved them?
He's like, I love you guys. All right, now it's time to go home. Okay?
I think that's
I
how
love
you-
what you're doing. But like all of that to say, I love what you're doing, but enough is enough. You can't do this anymore, okay? I'm gonna get in trouble. That's literally what it sounded like. You know, you let your little brothers, okay,
Yeah.
we gotta stop now,
Yeah,
because
yeah,
if we
yeah.
stop, I'm gonna get in trouble. And then we can't do this next week, okay? So you guys gotta go home now. That's literally what it seems like to me.
I'm looking at all the chat rooms right now, and I don't even see anybody slightly remorseful that Trump is leaving.
Hell no. I'm just happy he got impeached a second time, and my tax-paying dollars ain't gonna go as
I'm
much as
sorry.
it was going to go to him. It's
I'm
not going to.
Go ahead, Storm.
I was like, I'm sorry we didn't start the bonfire.
Storm always want to start a fire.
No, man.
Yeah. So, Storm, why is it that you always want to start a fire? Let's
She
touch
always wanna
that for a
burn
little
shit
bit. You
down.
always want to burn something down.
Are you an arsonist? Enthusiast?
Yeah. I love that. Slightly interested. Slightly interested.
You know what I used to do as a kid?
What?
When I finally was able to learn how to, your parents stress you to use the stove. I used to take the bounty paper and like roll it into like the long.
Yeah,
and
into
I used
like
to
a
stick
weed?
it in the fire, and I just used to put it in the sink and just watch it burn.
Oh.
Have you ever seen like the flip? Like it's so pretty.
Have you smoked paper?
Absolutely not.
Yeah, I used to smoke paper.
Don't tell people that. Please don't tell people.
Yeah, just paper.
It's regular paper?
Yeah,
Like you thought you was doing something good too?
Yeah. You know, as a kid, you see adults smoking and you emulate what you see. And
wow.
Yeah, there's a lot of smokers around me. My dad used to smoke. My uncle used to smoke. So
that was normal.
Yeah. Thank God that habit didn't transfer into adulthood.
Ooh, child. Can you imagine yourself a little weed head?
No, I can't. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take a quick just paper alone, Gigi. That's it. Steffi, we got you with the audio link. Let me tell you what, we're gonna take a quick pause for our calls. We're gonna come right back. It's a wake up call. I'm here with Consuela, Storm, yours truly, Kareem. I'm talking to you. Alma Boy is still on vacation. He's gonna be back next week.
He's on
And
his sixth vasectomy. It's just not working.
Yeah, the vasectomies are just not taking. So Alma Boy is not my uncle. He's Uncle Curdy. All right. So I can't tell y'all why, but he's Uncle Curdy right now. So we're gonna be right back after this, man. It's a wake up call. I almost said silence. Kareem, Storm, Consuela. We're gonna be right back.
You can wait.
The Wake Up Call. Now live on the best entertainment has to offer. Good music, good times. Where the culture lives. Edgy, witty, and raw. Yep, this is The Wake Up Call.
I'm ready. position. Shake it, tambourine girl, get into position. Shake it, tambourine, go down to the ground, down to the ground, down to the ground. Shake it, tambourine girl, get into position. Shake it, tambourine girl, get into position. Shake it, tambourine, go down to the ground, down to the ground, down to the ground. Shake, 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 shake off your bumper. Shake it like salt shaker. Shake, 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 shake off your bumper. In the middle, girl, tambourine girl. Shake, 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 shake off your bumper. Hot just like a pepper. Shake, 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 shake off your bumper. Hey, yo, well, don't stop. In the middle, one drop. Make it shake, no clutch. When you wind to the bass, baby, cup. When you rock back, hold on. Hey, when you move in your waist, you don't take shot. Make room, get you room, all the step back. And I like in your vibes in the set shot. It best when you bust it dance for real, baby. Don't ever stop. Hey, shake it, tambourine girl, get into position. Shake it, tambourine girl, get into position. Shake it, tambourine, go down to the ground, down to the ground, down to the ground. Shake, 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 shake off your bumper. Shake it like salt shaker. Shake, 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 shake off your bumper. In the middle, girl, tambourine girl. Shake, 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 shake off your bumper. So hot just like a pepper. Shake, 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 shake off your bumper. Shake it up, shake it up, shake it up. Don't stop. In the middle, one drop. Make it shake, no clutch. When you wind to the bass, baby, cup. When you rock back, hold on. Hey, when you move in your waist, you don't take shot. Make room, get you room, all the step back. And I like in your vibes in the set shot. It best when you
I don't know about y'all, but I like this song. This song here is one of my favorites right now. It just has a nice vibe to it. Stormy.
Yes?
There we go.
You like this one?
Can you hear me better now?
Sure can.
Perfect.
I put in my headset.
Oh, look at that.
That was a Christmas gift?
Yes, sir.
Oh, nice. I
From
knew
the
that.
aunt?
Oh, by the way,
Yeah,
who won the dance off? We didn't speak about that.
No.
What?
The dance off at your house.
At the
Oh,
Christmas.
I won $25.
Storm, you don't look like you have a dancing bone in your body. I don't know why they keep giving you that title.
Actually, this is the first year I won it.
Oh, makes sense. Since you came to
I was the
GMGT, you got
underdog.
some rhythm.
But you could say what you want. I was practicing.
Yeah, because you're hanging around Grenadians.
That part.
Well. Nope.
No, you're not taking that. Nah.
Nope.
All right, here what
But
it
you
is.
guys knew when you called me, I was practicing.
Oh,
okay,
gotcha.
okay.
Gotcha.
So it's 6:59. We're gonna take the top of the hour, and we're gonna start the 7 o'clock hour. We have a few topics prepared for you guys, and y'all know how we do this, man. The wake up call, Storm, Consuela, Kareem, Alma Boy still on vacation. We're gonna come right back after this.
7? Oh yeah, that part.
Music, good times.
One good thing about music, when it is to
Good music, good times. Delivering the best.
GMGT, yeah, GMGT. Good music, good times. We bring the good vibes. Where the culture lives, we ain't just nice, we real nice. Good music, good times. We bring the good vibes. Where the culture lives, we ain't just nice, we real nice. GMGT, yeah, yeah. Whoa, yo, GMGT is where the culture lives. GMGT ain't just full of vibes, they full of real vibes. So keep it locked. I said to keep it locked.
We are the reason you get written up or worse, fired. Good music, good times. Where the culture lives. Edgy, witty, and raw. Yep, this is the wake up call.
Good morning.
And we're back. It's the 7 o'clock hour, and we have a few things lined up for you guys this morning. Let me see what's happening here. You want to run through some of the topics we're going to talk about this morning? Some of the things that's trending in the headlines.
Sure.
Let's go.
Yeah, so last night a citywide snow warning was issued for today. Yes, today. Snow is expected to start early this morning. Yes, today.
New York City?
Yes, baby.
Yeah. I missed that one.
Me too.
I missed that one.
It's supposed to start early this morning and last throughout the afternoon. It's not an all-day kind of thing. Of course, we're going to have the inauguration today. There's 12 National Guard members that was removed from inauguration duty, including the 2 who posted and texted extremist views about the inauguration event. The International Soca Monarch competition will now be known as the Monarch competition.
Amen. Hold up. So does that mean they're no longer allowing outsiders because of COVID?
I think they're just, I don't think so.
Right, okay. All right, that's great.
I honestly don't think so. The U.S. Army soldier that was arrested in Georgia on charges that he plotted to blow up the New York City's 9/11 memorial.
Wow. Okay.
This shit don't even make no sense. The Prime Minister of St. Vincent thinks it is unwise to make mask wearing mandatory as COVID cases rise in the Caribbean. That don't make no sense. And lastly, we have the Scottish tourist vacationing in Barbados who was fined after breaking curfew not once but twice to buy beer.
I wonder what beer it was.
Gotta be Banks beer.
Probably Banks.
Oh yeah, and shout outs to Shaggy. He will be having a Super Bowl ad.
Okay, that's on the entertainment side. Nice.
Yes, baby. Yes.
Featured in Super Bowl ad. I wonder what ad did it say? What thing? Are we gonna dive into that once we get back to it? Okay.
With Ashton Kutcher and his wife Mila.
They're going to be a part of the ad too?
They're part of the ad too.
All right.
Of course, it's going to be streaming the song It Wasn't Me.
Oh. And as we said earlier, rappers Lil Wayne and Kodak Black have been pardoned by Donald Trump. So we're going to talk to that. Then at 8 o'clock, we have the Bacchanal Corner that's coming up.
Yes.
Let's jump into this one here first. National Guard members removed from inauguration, including 2 who posted
extremist views about the inauguration
event. Isn't that crazy? The people that's supposed to be guarding us is the people we have to look out for. That the most dangerous people to the American democracy is Americans who think that they're losing their privilege.
Yes. That's all that it is.
Yep. And I want to get a feel for how people feel about that. It seems like the biggest threat, and that was I think either from the intelligence, the NSI, the National Intelligence Security apparatus, whatever the name of that is, or it was probably the CIA that said the biggest threat to the country is white extremists. And for whatever reason, homeboy that's leaving just refused to acknowledge it. And that's why we had that little
that you don't think that's
well, that's your
true.
base. That's the people that's supporting him, and he stuck true to his supporters through and through. So it's kind of crazy to see that, it almost came to pass.
I think it's more, I don't even know if it's just shocking or I'm at loss for words. Like I really truly am, because this is shit that you only see in movies, like on some real thing, and to actually fully experience it as you're living and breathing and walking this earth, that's some scary ish. Like the fact that my mom has to say, just be careful when you're going to work today because of what today is, just inauguration day. You don't know who's out there, what they're thinking. It's crazy.
Storm, you were saying something?
Yeah, I was saying that it's like we don't trust the government. Like we have lost that trust for the government, and this just amplifies that 10 times over. They're supposed to protect us, and all this is happening. I'm even shocked that we actually found this out, because usually stuff like this, you would think they would cover it up. So it's like you lost trust in the government, and hopefully this, I don't even know. Like it's.
So here is a separation I want to make, and it's kind of hard to do it, but I'll try. I wouldn't. Well, I believe in government. We need government. I just don't have faith in politicians, because it seems like all these politicians care about is their next meal, how much money they can stuff in their pocket, and everybody has right now presidential aspirations. So they don't care if it's gonna harm a few people, or like this Josh Hawley guy that decided he was gonna, challenge the electoral votes when they did it in Congress, and they said, hey, that's not a good idea. And what is most of the people that's around him are saying is that, hey, this guy has presidential aspirations and he wants to fill that void. He wants to be the person Donald Trump supporters look to, like, okay, this is the guy that's going to carry the mantle for us. And he didn't care. And this guy was is a constitutional lawyer, somebody who went to school, studied law, got a degree, teach at Yale.
So then again, how do you separate that? Because politicians is who manage the government.
That's what I'm saying. It's hard, but we need government, because
I agree with you.
When people say we don't trust government, it sounds like we want to get rid of government, but we need some type of leadership, and that's what I think we're missing. This is what's missing from the equation. Nobody wants to lead. Like Mitt Romney, when he was saying like Trump is dangerous, everybody was like,
no, he's not that bad. He's not that bad.
One of these guys went on TV and said, "Oh, I don't think we should impeach him. I think he learned his lesson. He touched the hot stove, and I don't think he'll touch it again."
Yeah, okay. That mofo was.
He didn't have a conversation with me about the bonfire.
Yeah. He definitely need to have a conversation, and it's really crazy that people still, after all the examples of what this man did.
You know what it is too? Because I'm reading through the article. So there were a total of 12 of them.
Yeah.
And out of the 12, 2 of them was just like, So I guess in order, like the process of getting the military, the National Guard members to walk with or escort whatever their duties are, they have to be vetted by the FBI, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
And I guess during their vetting, that's when they realize, no, this ain't it. So we're going to have to let you go. Not for this reason. We just don't want no part. You know what? Y'all look like a threat to, you know what? We just not even going to deal with y'all next. But it's just crazy.
It's kind of like jury duty.
Why didn't you, like, we live in a social media frenzied time. So they're going to be combing through it with a fine-tooth comb.
I'm happy they share their thoughts so that nothing crazy happened there.
That's exactly my point. But why wouldn't you think, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you just don't post certain things. They always tell you, look, don't post certain stuff on your social media platform, even for jobs. And look at this.
I think these guys just like being heard, because I've never seen criminals incriminate themselves.
Not like this, ever.
Everybody's just putting up their...
But why are we shocked? Look who they're looking to for their leader. Like, why are we even shocked about that?
True story. Good morning to Nathan Omar in Suriname. Chantel said right now it started snowing. So, wow. Snow. When did that make the news?
I don't know, baby.
This morning around 5:30.
Did that just show up on us?
It sure did.
Because, I mean, I watched the news a little bit, and I saw nothing about snow.
Listen, I feel sorry
I got the alarm around 5:30 this morning. I was like...
Oh, you got an alarm? Let iPhone keep that app to themselves. Don't wake me up in my sleep.
So we got rid of 12 people that were possibly
a threat.
Yeah, white supremacists. Let's jump into this thing happening in Trinidad right now. The Monarch will be rebranded from Soca Monarch to the Monarch. Will take place on February 12th, Carnival Friday. It says this year's Soca Monarch competition is on. However, only artists who are in Trinidad and Tobago are eligible to participate. So who are in or who are from?
See, because this is my thing, because the whole thing, so they're only keeping it because they're going to keep, like, I guess, the same virtual.
Like Grenada did?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's why I was like, okay, maybe
Trinidad
it's
stealing
still,
Grenada stuff again.
as always.
I look at Stormface.
So I'm just like, maybe, you know, that's how they're going to incorporate it so that everybody could kind of take place. But I guess you gotta blend with the times.
So anybody can get some feedback on that for me, like who anybody that knows a little bit better.
They said only in Trinidad at the time.
Right, so in Trinidad, because a lot of artists
They said
could
that
travel
my
to
sister and I was
Trinidad.
talking. She said that they don't want people flying to Trinidad just to do this
Yeah.
because of the COVID. So they're not locking people out. They're just saying that, you know, like we have to
So
monitor this.
is there going to be a cutoff date or something like that?
I don't know. I just want to say we ain't stealing nothing.
Nah, that's fine. You could put that out there. It's okay. We know better. So
where?
I want to know if this is gonna be all right, guys. You need to be in the country at least 4 weeks before this happens, so we know you're around. You can get tested, or you need to be here at least 2 weeks before this happens. Because saying in Trinidad is different than saying from Trinidad.
Yeah, it's not from Trinidad. They just want to make sure that, you know, there's not a big influx of people. They're trying to not have people come to Trinidad for Carnival. So
Really? You think that's gonna stop people? You see what's happening in Miami right now?
Bruh.
Hey, listen, I am ready to take the vaccine just to be able to go to St. Martin.
Yeah, I'm on. When is St. Martin's Carnival?
In April.
April? I might be on track to make that because I'm trying to get the vaccine sometime at the end of March. Somewhere in between
You know
the beginning and the.
you could get it sooner than that, right?
Yeah, but they were saying that you need to wait at least 90 days, and I want to go.
Oh, from after. Oh,
after
okay,
testing
gotcha.
positive.
Gotcha.
So I wanna get as close to that as possible. They said there's no hard rule, but that's something they want to put in as a guidance.
Gotcha.
So I'm gonna try and
Oh, you
try
said there is a 2 to 3 month wait.
for the vaccine.
No.
I
it
know
can't
people,
be.
Gigi.
No, it's not even that. That you can, y'all, CDC and New York State, what you call it, their site, their health site. Go there and find out where they're giving out the vaccine
Well,
in your
Kumo
area.
just said we're gonna run out of vaccine by Friday if we don't get more.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, but I know there's a lot of like small like
Oh,
like
2 to 3 months
those.
again in Trinidad.
There's a lot of like small, like, you know, the city MDs and those type of places that have it. So
Some of.
So you're hooking up GMGT?
I mean, I can try, but I'm not sure how much people I can get in because I've had 3 different links that said, hey, if you need to take the vaccine, just give me a call and we'll get you in. So I don't know if I can try and pass that on. I'll try. I'll definitely try because I think the more people get vaccinated in here, it's better for us and it's a good example going out. I know we got sidetracked real quick. Gigi said there's a 2 to 3 month wait
to get into Trinidad.
So if you want to go to Trinidad right now, what's the process to go to Trinidad? You just can book a ticket and go?
No, you have to get permission before you even book the ticket.
And you get permission through what?
True. You gotta write to the council.
Oh wow. So
Yeah.
you can't just buy a ticket and say, hey, I'm heading to Trinidad.
No, from since last year, I told you guys my ticket got canceled in December.
Okay. That's what you were saying. My bad.
That's a no for me, dog.
Because I know a lot of Caribbean countries, you don't have to get permission.
Yeah,
you just have to get the test and show that you're negative and then quarantine when you get there. But it's different in Trinidad, you're saying.
And Trinidad, even if they do let you in, you still have to quarantine for 5 days. And they said that the circumstances isn't good.
Oh, wow. Wow. All right, that's news. Good morning to everybody that's locked in on Clubhouse. Don't forget, if you want to view, you can head over to YouTube or Mixcloud, type in GMGT.LIVE, search for us. You can find us there. Don't forget to hit the follow and subscribe button. This is the Wake Up Call. Storm, Consuela, yours truly, Kareem. And we talking some things. You had a look of consternation on your face,
because the competition will be a combination of live and pre-recorded performances and will be broadcasted regionally.
Yeah.
I need you to make it make sense for me.
Yeah. Pre-recorded usually would be like the intros. Yeah. So like a lot of like in soca music. Well,
I know like in soca, they usually part of their whole performance.
Right.
They might have the little intro before they walk out.
I think that's the pre-recorded part.
I hope that's the pre-recorded part because.
Yeah. It can't be anything else. I don't see it being anything else.
Why have to state that if that's
already
standard? Part of the competition? Like it's literally part. Like when you. All right, you get a 10 here. Nope, you got a 4 here. Like it's already.
That's a good question.
I don't. I don't know.
That's a good question. Storm, you wish to elaborate on that?
No, I just know it's gonna be amazing.
Yeah, thank you, y'all.
If I were Georgia win again, I don't know.
If
I don't care, it's gonna be amazing.
Listen, if I will win anything in Trinidad again, oh gosh, I don't even want to see what's gonna happen, because
no comment.
Right after Iowa win the crown in TNT, the whole world went to shit. The whole world. Well, him and Kess, right?
No.
Yeah.
You know, we were mad. They were mad in Trinidad as well. Like, really, it was.
Listen, in that performance, I can't sing, and that's how bad Iowa was. He was like,
Let me tell you a silly joke I made one time, and people got mad. You know how we make a joke and we say God is a Trini?
Yeah.
We were like, even God mad, Iowa win. He just shut the world down.
Yeah. Yeah, that was crazy. Yeah. So, as we continue to move on to touch some of these topics, what do we have up next?
We have well, if you want to talk about a U.S. military person again.
Army soldier was arrested yesterday in Georgia on charges that he plotted to blow up the New York City 9/11 memorial. Wow.
Mind you, he was already supposed to stand trial in Georgia.
For what?
On his bullshit. Let's see. A U.S. Army soldier was arrested Tuesday in Georgia on charges that he plotted to blow up New York City's 9/11 memorial and attack U.S. soldiers in the Middle East. Cole James Bridges of Stowe, Ohio, was in custody on charges of attempted material support of a terrorist organization, the Islamic State Group, and attempted murder of a military member, said Nicholas Bias, a spokesperson for Manhattan federal prosecutors. This little boy is only 20 years old, and he was part of the 3rd Infantry Division out of Fort Stewart in Georgia. He was
sounds like he has mental trauma, like
he was
something
probably
going on
deployed,
there.
and he probably have a lot of PTSD. But he mad at somebody. He mad at somebody.
Something is wrong.
Going on. He's only 20. Like, you don't even have sense yet.
I wonder who he voted for.
Oh well, we know the answer to that.
No, but seriously, that just sounds like mental stuff. Like that's something is going on there.
I'll bet you 100 who he voted for.
I'm still waiting for my winnings from your bed too.
Listen, I told him that this morning. He tried it.
So Sunshine said quickly, jumping back. Sunshine said Trinidad is technically still closed. They just have a few repatriation flights. So I guess it's only for Trinidad nationals.
I was about to say, yeah.
All right. I know some people gonna figure out a way to get down there to play mass.
Listen, I'm quite sure they're gonna.
It's just gonna happen.
Go to another island and take a boat.
There is a way to charging people to come in. Like some people say their flight is close to $1,500 just to be able to get in.
$1,500 US.
Yeah, I think some people were saying that
$1,500 TTs a steal.
Huh?
I was about to say $1,500 TTs a steal.
Anybody.
Rari, leave me alone this morning. But yeah, it's I think they're so I heard it. I don't know for sure, but they were saying that if you pay a certain amount for certain flights, you could get it.
Oh, okay. So are you going?
No.
Okay.
No,
So
no,
we going to
no,
St.
no.
Martin.
We're going to St. Martin. Hopefully St. Martin's a little cheaper.
All right. So let me just ask a question while we back here. What is the carnival y'all most looking forward to for 2020? I'm not asking like which one is going to open first or just what are you looking forward to most? Which carnival?
If it was a full carnival, I would do Trini Carnival. But because it's like it's so closed and they're not doing this, they're not doing that.
Minus
no,
that
St.
equation.
Martin said that they open fully. I can't wait to go.
No, minus that part of the equation, whether it's fully open or not.
yeah,
what carnival would you like to attend for 2021?
Trini,
okay.
I don't think I'm built for Trinidad Carnival yet. I gotta work.
I'm not too sure I'm ready.
I don't know if I could keep up.
And no shade or anything, Storm.
No shade.
Just
I'm
don't.
just saying, my 20-year-old self could keep up.
Yeah. It's
my 30-year-old self.
It's, hopefully, I'm not too old when I lose my my Trinidad Carnival virginity. Hopefully, it's sooner than later.
Well, I don't think that matters because it be some old people that be fetting.
But that's probably people that's doing it year after year.
But that's what I said. I got to do like at least 2-3 years of back-to-back carnival to be able to prepare.
No, it's like a
Trinidad.
Band-Aid. You just gotta rip it off. Just go.
Did Drew just say he can't wait for Grenada Spice Mass? Wow, Drew. I'm surprised.
wow.
Jenny said Carriacou Carnival. Can I say something? Carriacou Carnival is one of the gems that's undiscovered.
Yeah, I haven't gone
and Carriacou is like the Tobago of Grenada Storm. And they usually set the pace for what happens in August in Grenada, because a lot of the music, a lot of the artists there, even some of the Grenadian artists will make music for that carnival, and that is kind of like the unofficial open of Spice Mass, because that momentum carries over from Carriacou Carnival, and it goes all the way.
I heard there's a lot of good-looking men down there too.
Where in Carriacou?
Yeah.
I know about that.
Well, you wouldn't know with your half a bit, Consuela.
So Sexy09 says she'll do Labor Day because she gets all the island music on that day. That's good.
Labor Day is not what it used to be though. It stopped late, it end early, that kind of.
I think if we have it this year, it's going to be lit. Just because people need that outlet, I think if we do it this year, it will be amazing.
So I think anything that happens this year will be amazing.
True.
If some people jump in a backyard and start knocking 2 stones together, that will be amazing. Because people right now are so starved for and right now it's not even party. I just think the socializing, like being together with people and making friends.
I want the speakers and I need the noise, and I'm to leave the fete, and wherever I am and my ear ringing and I know I'm drunk and I'm enjoying
and I want to be
wet.
You want
to be wet. I haven't been wet for a while.
Well, it's early in the morning.
That
it's
sounds like
7:24.
that's a medical condition.
No, that is not usually, Jesus.
I mean,
I'm saying like you're sweating. Like when was the last time as an adult we left the fete sweating?
Oh, that's what you mean, sweat.
Okay.
I thought you said wet.
Okay.
I'm like, KY works for that.
Wow.
Wow, Rari.
And there's the one that makes it a little bit warm too, so you can try that. You know,
Rari.
Yeah. I mean, I'm trying to help you out here.
Just be good now.
I'm trying to help you out, Storm. Good morning to all the people locked in via Facebook. We have a few people on Facebook. Let me see. Inese, good morning. DJ Chocolate, good morning. Siobhan, good morning. I hope I'm getting your name right. Hey, shout out to my good friend Wally. Good morning, sir. Good morning. Morning,
Wally.
Of course, this one had to say good morning. So.
No, not that Wally. I have another friend by the name of Wally, not Wally Black. So good morning,
that
Jason.
Wally can get good morning too.
Troublemaker, good morning.
Yes, good morning. So here's what we're gonna take a quick pause and come right back after this. It's a wake up call. Storm, Kareem, Consuela, Alma Boy returns next week. I know some of y'all can't wait for Alma Boy to be back. If y'all, I don't know if y'all can see, but I'm getting a little bit gray, and that's because of Storm and Consuela.
Lies. The devil's a lie. The whole lie, nothing but the lie. So help you God.
I think when Alma Boy's back,
What
everything
said.
will go back to normal. So we're gonna be right back after this. All right, the wake up call.
Burning up your bandwidth. We are the best in entertainment online, period. Good music, good times, where the culture lives.
Good morning.
Up, up and up, up and up. Up, up and up, up and up. Up, up and up, up and up.
President, and I don't know, so we lock down the whole resident.
Up and up. Every ghetto youth make some money. Get pretty chick, keep your eyes on the dogs, cause some of them a snitch. From man a school youth, me if you know this, and the borrow man think, cause them reproach quick. Keep your eyes on the price, blending and disguise. Touch cassava and me always say trend. Plus no boy could I ever say that my big friend. Come and roll with the one king, that's the president. Aim for the stars, but me reach to the moon. Every youth while latest designer, room full of shoes. Every pretty girl I feel rush one down when me pass through. My youth, if you don't like me, say me don't like you. Man a winner, bird winner. Down in the bees with me every day. Couple dogs around me, me nah go stray. Check by my feet, yeah Versace there. Little boy talk, yeah me nah go hear them. So we not go spare them. Meal beats, so we not beg friend. Thank God for life, my boss well. Every party Michelle. Aim for the stars, but me reach to the moon. Every youth while latest designer, room full of shoes. Every pretty girl I feel rush one down when me pass through. My youth, if you don't like me, say me don't like you. Man a winner, bird winner. Asian link, American link. Link in Jamaica where you can sing. Haitian bad man with the tall thing. And the high grade when me keep smoking. Grenadian madman, no joke thing. Make me link Mr. Killer and lift up everything. Guyana when me gone for me Cuban. It a shine so bright and I see the diamonds. Get to youth, make some money. Get pretty check. Keep your eyes on the dogs, cause some of them a snitch. From man a school youth, me if you know this. And the borrow man think, cause them reproach quick. Keep your eyes on the price, blending and disguise. Touch cassava and me always say trend. Plus the boy could I ever say that my big friend. Come and roll with the one king, that's the president. Aim for the stars, but me reach to the moon. Every youth while latest designer, room full of shoes. Every pretty girl I feel rush one down when me pass through. My youth, if you don't like me, say me don't like you. Man a winner, bird winner.
Boom, boom. You know what I'm saying? Yo, this is Skinny Fabulous, and right now you're listening to good music, good times. Good music, good times. Where culture lives. Somebody say, ah, boy.
Good morning. The system.
And we are BACK. Storm, you're back.
Hi.
So it's snowing in New York City.
Sure is.
I need to check the cameras to see what that looks like. I always like to see snowfall.
Me too.
Yeah, you like to see snowfall?
I love it.
Who loves to see snowfall? What about you, Storm?
You know what's my weird obsession?
If I wasn't on the bus stop so early this morning, I probably would be agreeing with you.
You know what's my weird obsession?
What?
Fog.
Fog. Nice. Shout out to
snow, but it's not sticking. It's just
shout out to Ray from London. We always have a nice team from London. London is always representing. I gotta say I'm pretty happy about London always on the lock. Shout out to the people still locked in via Facebook. Shout out to the people locked. Go ahead.
London should be the first stop on the GMGT wake up call tour.
Yeah, I think so too. Just don't send your snow my way. Sexy09, what state are you in? Because if I remember right, I think you're in a state that has a lot of snow and is actually very cold. So remind me. Let's jump back into some of the topical discussions, and we'll take a break again, and then at 8 o'clock we have the Bacchanal Corner, the wake up call. Let me try to bring up my screen here. We actually have a show that's prepared. Let's talk about this guy here. Scottish tourist on vacation in Barbados fined after breaking curfew twice, not once, twice, to buy beer. I want to know what beer this guy was buying.
Sometimes you just have to get some beer.
What? Let me ask a question right now, guys. What would you break curfew for? Knowing that you can get fined or locked up or both?
Oh, Sexy09 says she's in Mass.
Yeah, and that's a cold state with a lot of snow.
Oh, hell no.
So, what would you break curfew for? Knowing that you can get fined or jailed?
If I wasn't married, a bum.
Right. Okay, sex. What you doing, Storm?
Sex and chocolate.
Sex and chocolate. Berthel said medical emergency. Nah, that's too easy.
That's
Yeah.
That's you can get away with
come
that.
again. What are you
Sex
willing to...
and chocolate. Oh, maybe some no, can't say that.
You wouldn't break curfew to go to a party, knowing that you can get fined?
Nah. Sex and chocolate.
Maybe a lime, yeah, but not a party.
All right.
A lime, a good lime.
Lori, let me know what you'll break curfew for. Scott, what would you break curfew for? Chantel, tell me what you would break curfew for.
Like if we had a lime here and I had to break
coffee.
curfew,
If I didn't have any more coffee.
You'll break curfew for coffee.
Oh, no.
All right.
Yeah. Sex, chocolate, and coffee. The essentials in life.
Berthel said she's law abiding.
You see why I can't break curfew for food? Because worst case scenario, I could just go next door and get food or something. So it's just like, nah, it's not really breaking curfew.
Okay. So, I mean, definitely not for 119 seconds. That's Sexy09. I know some people who are willing to break curfew for 119. So
now 119 is enough to break curfew for current.
It take me more time to get it than you come. No.
I tell you all about the gospel.
If you tell me I had to come over for 119, I would see you in 2024.
Wow.
Really?
119? Nah,
yes,
2020.
119.
I don't even get off of my couch for that.
It's gonna take me longer to get to you than I spend on the 119. Unless you go have that 119 a few times.
Listen, unless you're going upstairs or downstairs, it usually takes longer to get to sex.
I roll over.
Yeah. So don't tell me about
those who
it's
roll
gonna take
over
longer to get there to do the act. Listen, I have traveled miles to get sex.
And only give the girl 119 after that?
Yeah. What you mean? So can you have sex for as long as you travel? Like in a typical situation?
No, but 119 is not it.
What you mean?
Nope. I have never joined that cult. Not joining that cult. Not agreeing with that crap.
Cult.
Nope. Not.
I need y'all to roll with me for a minute. You have to give people little bits. You can't just throw everything at them.
I'm agreeing with that, but 119 is a little bit, it's like you almost suffer yourself to
prove a
prevent to give the people. Like, no.
Listen, I always ask myself, what would Jesus do?
Not 119.
He will, because he took what, 5 loaves and 2 fish,
and fed how much people?
Exactly.
Tell them.
So I gotta give the 5,000 people. A little is a feast. That's what he said, right?
A little is a feast.
Right?
Rari,
not
no.
119.
You gotta get a better argument than that than Jesus feed people bread and fish.
No?
No, not working.
That one not working?
Nope.
You have to give people just enough.
I agree with you, but 119 isn't it? Like you didn't even scratch an itch at that point. Like it's not like I'm done. I'm done. Next topic, please.
Y'all does make so much drama and then 119 is enough. Y'all just thinking in y'all mind. Have I give y'all the comparison like right?
You know what you haven't done, and this might win your argument. Give me the breakdown. Like how you always ask me. Give me the breakdown.
So when you and this is gonna be the second time I'm making this argument, right? When you having sex, right? Mm-hmm. How many strokes you think you do every second?
I don't be stroking.
Well, how many strokes you receive every second?
Not let's say 5.
In a minute? I'm gonna count. You know what? I'm gonna go home and count.
In a second. It's probably like let's say 2.
Boom, boom, boom. Like bang, 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 bang.
Yeah, unless you're really going ham. It's about 2, right? 2 per second. Multiply that by 119.
You know what this feels like? How many licks does it take to get the center of a Tootsie Roll pop? That's what that sounds like.
How many
so
licks
that's
does it take
120
to
times
get to
2. That's 200. Yeah, so 119 times 2. Right. One. That's what 238.
I'm saying it's not even scratching that itch at that point.
So 238 strokes is not enough for you.
Nope. Nowhere near.
Right.
Nope. Not happening.
All right.
Don't come to my house. Don't let me harass my sheets for that. Don't let me get out of my bed for that. And I'm opening the door for it.
I see somebody said they're not getting the notifications from GMGT.LIVE on Mixcloud. That is a Mixcloud issue. We're trying to figure it out. We don't know why it's happening or when it will get figured out, but that's 100% a Mixcloud issue. And I think if you guys tap the chat up top, you can send feedback saying, hey, no more notifications. So the more if you send that back, I think the more urgent.
And they do pay attention, guys.
And yeah, they do pay attention. The more urgent they'll take the situation. So, thanks for definitely letting us know. Berthel also alerted me to that yesterday. So yeah. So back to.
I have a question.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. How much positions do I get in this 119?
As many as you like. How many positions? Okay, typical sex for you is what? Like, I'm talking actual intercourse, right? Not
foreplay.
Not foreplay, not the actual intercourse. Is how long do you think?
So you have to tell me what you feel like is foreplay.
Anything but penetration is foreplay. So how long will that last?
I feel like you still didn't answer my first question.
I'm asking the questions, man.
Sorry.
Okay, Donald Trump. I am saying you didn't answer my first question.
So now I'm asking you a question.
Answer my question. I asked you. Give me a breakdown. Give me a breakdown of that 190. Like, okay, foreplay is done. You're about to get it in.
Right. Yeah. I enter the room. You take your clothes off. I take mine off. I make sure you're moist, and then I get to giving you the blessings. At the end.
I told you the least you're gonna get out of me is 15 minutes. Like that's the least I'm willing.
So,
that's my offer, 15 minutes.
So okay. But does that include intercourse, or does that include the whole thing?
Intercourse.
So 15 minutes of intercourse.
15 minutes. That's I said. That's the least.
I would listen. I have had a good 5-minute session. When you're tired and you just need to get it into release, right. I've had a good 5-minute session.
Everybody probably has that. But I'm asking you, a typical day of sex. What is the length of time for intercourse?
I don't know. It depends on the mood, but I'm saying 119 is not it, and you're not going to convince me.
I get that part.
I am keeping anybody I am with away from you because I don't even want to have that conversation.
I'm just asking though, like, typically, how long would intercourse last? I'm not even talking about the 119.
I would say
right
on average 5 minutes.
5 minutes, right? Consuela was like, wow. So typically, for what you think average intercourse lasts?
I'm speaking for myself.
Right.
Because I've had situations in very sporadic places. I'll say about between 7 to 10 minutes. Like that's
7 to 10.
7 to 10.
All right. The average time. Hold up. I'm trying to. How long sex normally lasts? I'm pulling that up right here, right now. That is the average time for each couple. That is average across all the times they had sex. Ranged from 33 seconds to
They lied.
44 minutes, right?
They lied.
So it's clear there is no one normal amount of time to have sex. The average, which is the median technically, across all couples though, was 5.4 minutes. This means that if you line up 500 couples from shortest sex to longest sex, the middle couple goes for an average of 5.4 minutes each time they do it.
I win.
So no, it's not a matter of winning. I think what I think is that a lot of people think sex lasts longer than it actually does. That's the point I'm trying to make.
You can't look up the average and then just throw it away because you're saying that. Now, if they had say 119, you'd have been like, yes, I told you guys.
No,
now that it's 5 minutes,
no,
you want to debunk it.
No, my 119 is not going to change. Whatever. This is just my
but I'm
gospel.
saying,
That's my
if
truth.
they said 119, you'll be like, I told you guys. But now that they say 5 minutes, you're trying to debunk it. It's 5 minutes.
The times range from 33 seconds. I could have been like, look, I could even go lower. I'm just giving you like the average time, right? Have you ever been like in like a good sex session and you're like, yeah, putting in work, and you feel like it's 30 minutes, and when you roll over, you look, it's only 6 minutes past?
No, usually about 20 something minutes pass, sweetheart. Listen, I have looked at the time.
The
I'm like,
data says differently.
Okay, I've looked at the time unless God
So
came down.
are you checking the time each time your guy nut? Like, damn, son, you only lasted 2 minutes this time.
No,
I don't know. I feel like the average is 5 minutes.
You could understand the kind of militancy in that household. Like, yo, babe, what's going on? You know, I checked the time. You only stayed 7 minutes, 33 seconds, 5 microseconds. You got to step it up. Step it up.
Oh God.
No, you could imagine.
No. Oh my gosh.
So, and
so what would you leave quarantine for?
Huh? Yeah, I'd leave quarantine for some sex. I'd definitely leave quarantine for some sex. I'll leave the end of the world for some sex. So
you had an option to save the world and get some sex. You would probably get some sex first?
If there is end of the world situations outside and my wife says, hey, I'm over there, find me, I'm going through that. Yeah. I'm running through the brimstone, ducking on the waterfalls.
I can see you now.
Yeah. I'm putting in work, right? So that's kind
all
of
that to deliver. All of that to deliver 119.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I hear you.
I.
Hey, you've been married for a minute. It's been working for you.
Amen. So, Sunshine says 20 something minutes of penetration, and then she makes the face. So 20 something minutes. So that
what?
Even for this, like that whole thing about sex here, I don't know if it's necessarily they're talking about penetration or if just the act of engaging in sex. And if the average time is 5 minutes, then we know probably the actual penetration is probably even shorter. right?
Okay, when I said the average time is 5 minutes, I meant penetration. I didn't mean the foreplay.
The whole thing. That's
Right.
probably what it is. I'm probably thinking of the whole thing and not just the actual act of just penetration alone.
They said the right question is, what is the mean intravaginal ejaculation latency time? So they said, I know there's a lot more to sex than putting the penis into the vagina and ejaculating, but the rest is not always easy to define. Kissing, rubbing, grinding. To keep things simple and specific, we'll just focus on the time to ejaculation. So they're just checking on, this study checked on only penetration. So from the time you enter to the time you ejaculated. So that cleared up that question first. So it ranges from 33 seconds to 44 minutes, with the average mean time being 5.4. Yeah.
I think if your wife listening right now, you in some trouble.
Why?
Because, like, I would feel like you just robbed me for 15 years.
Really?
Not Rob.
Nah. 119 is blessed. Chantel said 20 minutes or more sessions. So Chantel, you said 20 minutes or more. 20 minutes as the whole act, or just I want to know. This is what I'm not trying to be funny or anything. What is for you guys, because I know ladies are more on the foreplay end. You guys love to be touched, massaged, caressed, licked, that type of thing, right? Men mostly,
they just need penetration.
It's either give us some head or let's get it in, right? And that's how most men function. And I used to function like that a lot in my younger days. So I'm not trying to pretend like I'm any different, right? But what I'm trying to find out is from a woman's perspective, like what is what average penetration time are you guys looking for? Because some women could take foreplay for an hour, and some
But
after 2 minutes is like, put it in.
Some women can't even arrive.
So what are you
from
asking? How much
penetration
time
alone.
for foreplay and how much time for penetration?
Not the foreplay. The penetration is what I'm asking about. Because I just saw Sunshine say 20 minutes, and she's like, she doesn't want to deal with all of that penetration.
It depends on the foreplay. Because if the foreplay was really good, I don't need that much penetration.
But not a lot of people can arrive from penetration. So they need the foreplay.
Well, that's what I'm telling him. It depends on how good the foreplay was.
No, not necessarily. Because I might prefer penetration because I know I could arrive. You might be able to just say, you know what, I just want the foreplay because I know I can arrive. It's a definite that I can arrive from foreplay than me dealing with penetration. Penetration is just like, all right, I know you need it, so I'm going to be nice and I'm going to just...
So I knew a girl back in the day that said that. She's like, she can't have an orgasm by penetration, and she thought something was wrong with her. But this is apparently a medical condition. But sometimes I wonder if it's a mental, and I'm not a health expert, so this is my opinions. Like she's using that as an excuse to get more head or more foreplay or something. Like, hey, you know what? Don't put it in yet because, that's not how I orgasm. So, you might want to
I have heard a lot of women have said that, like they've never had an orgasm through penetration, and older women too.
Yeah.
So a lot of older women didn't even have they never had an orgasm.
Yeah. Paris said somebody on her job, some older lady, 4 kids, never had an orgasm.
Yep.
Yeah, and that lady was like around 51 or 52 years old or something like that. That's a lot of years to not have an orgasm.
That's a lot of years of wasted sex to me.
But a lot of people treat
that
sex
is why I
as
promote
procreation.
self-love like that. Not just masturbating, but learning your body.
Yeah.
Like really learning your body, because a lot of it is mental.
Yeah. But it's just like some people, splash.
Oh, are we speaking about splash?
No,
or
we're talking
splash?
about splash.
Okay.
Some people could splash, and some people just don't splash.
Okay. So now that we talk about splash, let me take this in a whole different direction. We're gonna keep going down this rabbit hole, right?
Oh my God!
It's Wednesday, it's hump day. You know what? Go ahead.
It is hump day. Let's go down this rabbit hole. Women, that thing you do and say that's you guys ejaculating, like peeing on guys.
That's pee.
Yeah, that's piss. I want y'all to know that. So. Women tend to make or guys will make a big deal like, yeah, I caused that to ejaculate. Hello, that's piss, and I don't want anybody piss on me. So, y'all, what? Oh, squirt. That's the word they use. Squirt.
Wait, you not living for golden showers?
No. That whole female squirt thing that doesn't work for me.
It's the same, but it's different. It's coming from
different.
the same.
European.
Look at
is
you
it
on Google
from,
Masters.
Is
Google
it
it right
from
now.
your kidney?
No, your urethra, not the kidney. He said the kidney. It's coming from your kidney.
You're pissing.
Urethra. That's the line you used to pee.
Yeah,
the urethra.
that's where it's coming from, right?
We about to
look it up.
Yeah, look it up because I'm not looking that up because there's nothing that y'all can see right now that's going to change my mind. It's piss. Don't piss.
That's
on
what people say about the vaccine, and you say different. So I think you should keep an open mind.
Shadi said it's coming from the same hole, but it's slightly different.
It is.
It is slightly different.
It's from a different. It's from.
It's not even from different. From what I've read, and please look it up, Consuela.
Yes.
There is when we're ready to come. There's something that gets released in that. Whatever, and it comes out like, listen, just look it up. It's not the same cream.
Let's look. It is the same.
It's not.
Oh, so Sunshine said
I'm going to tell you right now.
It's different.
It's from a gland that is referred to as a female prostate, but called the Skene's gland.
Right.
Which many women don't possess. The stimulation of the gland causes the gland to ejaculate out of the urethra.
Oh, so it's
the fluid that comes out is an alkaline fluid similar to that of the male prostate. So
did I not say that?
So it's piss.
No, it's not piss.
Where is it coming from?
So oh my god.
All right, so
it's coming from a gland. It's not coming from your kidney.
Let me put it that way. I will put a challenge out there. Any lady that's listening right now, if you squirt, save some and let's do an analysis. I will bet you money.
It's not pee.
That if we compare your piss and I'm gonna put it in quotation, your
squirt,
it's gonna be the same.
It's not the same.
It's gonna be chemically the same.
You wanna put money on it? Because I saw a whole
Sunshine asked who pee on me. No.
The fact that not every woman possesses that gland should tell you that it's not the same.
Pee. Because every woman got to pee, they have kidneys. That's how you get rid of the waste. It is not waste. It is secretions from a gland.
So where is it being stored? Where is it?
Okay, so from what I've read, or because I was looking into it, it comes from a gland, but it goes into your pee area, and then it changes the alkaline of that changes the pee, the chemical of the pee, and that's what you're squirting out.
Listen, stop pissing on y'all men and call it squirt.
Hey, guys want you to piss on them. One of the first questions you get asked now is, do you squirt?
Paris jumps into the conversation.
Yes, Paris, go ahead.
It is not piss, Kareem.
Thank you.
As someone who works in the medical field, Paris.
Oh, so you only trust her because
No. I'm not trusting her. Hell no, I'm not trusting her. I want her to do an analysis. I want somebody to send in some squirt.
Its genetic makeup is different from urine.
That's what Google said?
That is what all of the health places are saying.
So, guys, I have to admit, I did not do any research prior to saying that. It just happened that we spoke about that and it just went down one rabbit hole into the next, and we arrived here. So, I will go do some research. And if I am wrong, I have no problem in admitting that.
So you spend your whole life thinking squirt is pee?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
What's the sassy singer said? Kareem, so what would you do if a girl starts squirting? Run?
Hell yeah.
Have you ever even gotten there with a 119?
Nope.
Huh?
He can't experience that with a 119. Are you
So
mad?
let me just admit, I have
Is
never.
that why?
I have never
Is that-
ever made a girl squirt.
Because it's only 119. I told you stop doing that.
All right. So I've never ever done that. I've never seen no woman piss or anything. But I just feel like that, and that's again, I did no research. I just feel like it's biologically impossible for a
I have a
woman
question,
to be.
Rari.
Go ahead.
When you look it up and you find the research and you realize that it's two different things, right? Are you going to change your 119 ways?
Nope. There is not enough for me to go around. I have to keep it at 119. That's not changing.
Well,
That's
you
my
just
gospel.
have to sacrifice some women.
That's what I said, Sade.
What did Sade say?
How you get in there this 119? Did they even orgasm?
Yeah, that's what
I
we're
doubt
saying. Like
the
the reason
women
why
even
you've never
get
experienced
with
it, so you
119.
can't even make an analysis, like a real analysis, is because you only do 119. You've been robbing people.
Paris say songs like I'm traumatized. Where's Sassy Singer logged in on?
Mixcloud.
Mixcloud? If I'm gonna run, well, once I do the research, if it's not piss, no, I'm not gonna run. But if
He don't have a reason to run. At 119, he will never get there.
listen,
It's not something to worry about.
I have heard people like talk about like, oh, I don't want no 2-minute man, and after 30 seconds, they themselves start shaking like a leaf.
But they're not squirting like a
No, that no squirting. Like I said, I've never seen a girl squirt. I've never made a girl squirt. I'm
telling you,
not
that's
gonna
the
lie.
119. That's
Alright.
depriving
So-
both you and the female.
So now that we've went down far enough down that rabbit hole, let's pull ourselves back out.
I've been up.
What are we breaking curfew for? So
like I said, not 119.
all right. So what? Let's say he broke curfew for beer. What beer or what alcoholic beverage would you be willing to go to jail for?
None.
Like which drink you'd be like, I got to have it.
So I have two.
Mm-hmm.
I either do Casamigos
No,
or
like tequila. Go ahead.
I don't like tequila
What,
either,
you
but
like
the mix
Casamigos?
that I mix it
Yeah.
with is lit.
All right.
And my new cognac, Martell's.
Uh-huh.
I like Martell.
That's a cognac.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try it because I love cognac.
Yeah.
But Henny
Those
White,
two.
Henny White,
Oh yeah.
and a good IPA. If you give me a good IPA, I'm willing to break quarantine for a good alcoholic beverage. So before we wrap up this, I want to know what alcoholic beverage are you guys willing
Oh, I never tried it with Ting.
to break
Hennessy and Ting is my thing.
Hennessy and Ting. What Shadi
my
said,
God.
Rivers and Woodman. And if I could get a stag to chase the rivers. All right.
Wow.
Oh wow.
Wow. Sade.
Y'all post
I hope you don't have me on your
y'all
chest,
answers.
you
I
know.
definitely want to see what are you willing to break your curfew for. Let me know. Paris says she will break curfew for food.
Yeah, I'll definitely.
Paris, you need to say what alcoholic beverage you will break curfew for. Like what drink would you just have to have? And with that said, post y'all answers. We're gonna address some of them. We coming back at right after this with the back in the corner. It's the wake up call. Shout out to everybody that's listening on Clubhouse. I'm not too sure how many people is over there right now. I'm not paying attention, but if you are there and you want to get the video feed, you can head over to GMGT.LIVE. This is Storm, Consuela, Kareem. Almabar returns next week. The wake up call. We're gonna be right back after this.
Good music, good times.
One good thing about music, when it is
Good music, good times. Delivering the best.
turning up your bandwidth. We are the best in entertainment online, period. Good music, good times, where the culture lives. The Wake Up Call, now live on the best entertainment, has to offer. Good music, good times, where the culture lives.
Good morning.
And we're back. I think we went far down the rabbit hole enough, and we're not gonna go back there for a minute, right?
Yes, please.
We're gonna stay out of that. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna restart the Facebook feed real quick. So to the people that's listening on Facebook, either make the switch over to Mixcloud feed, or just wait until you get the notification coming back on. All right. So we're gonna do this real quick. And Storm is also back. Welcome back, Stormy.
Hi, I was trying to get Nakia for you.
Oh, okay, all right, good. So we are going to jump into the Bacchanal Corner, and let's see what we have. I think we have a good one this morning, right? We have a great one this morning. All right, so Consuela, take us there.
A few years ago, after 4 years of dancing around the topic, I told my boyfriend that by the end of the year, he needed to decide if he was ready to commit to a future together. I didn't need an engagement, just a decision to continue on the path or not. I was hesitant to the issue an ultimatum because I would never want to force anyone into anything. However, I started discovering many women I spoke with issued some sort of marriage ultimatum to their partners. These were women of all ages, length of marriages, and personalities. I was completely shocked to learn both my mom, married to my dad for 36 years, and best friend gave ultimatums. No one talks about ultimatums, and I think we should. It seems like they can be a helpful way to get a partner to address any commitment issues, fears, think long term, all of those pre-marriage thoughts, you know? I know there are wrong ways to go about ultimatums, but it sounds like there are some right ways that I would love to hear.
I think she answered her own question. I don't believe in ultimatums. And the worst thing for you, like, I couldn't think an idea is a great idea. The minute time I feel like you're mandating me to do it, it shuts me down. And I don't think that's a good thing, but something in my psyche just says,
yeah, no, this ain't for me.
Yeah. And like, how dare you tell me what to do? If you probably asked me, I would probably run to it. Like, hey, you want to get married? Probably say, yeah. Hey, you better marry me or this got to change. That feels so different.
Different, yeah.
Right? And I might internally think, hey, marrying this person is a good idea. But the minute time the delivery comes, it triggers me. So, yes, there is right ways, I think, to deliver an ultimatum. Or, well, maybe don't make it an ultimatum. What says you, Storm? Did you give your husband an ultimatum when you got married?
Oh, no. For none of them.
None? So how did the marriage topic come up?
Let's talk about the second one, because the first one that's traumatized.
But she never talks about the first one.
Listen, I told you those 3 months with him was longer than my 10 years with Sean. So Sean asked me, we were having, so I was over here on a student visa. Mm-hmm. I was going to school, and I was about to renew it and do all of that. And Sean was like, hey, why are we doing that? Let's just get married, spending the money, because it's a lot of money to renew your student visa. Uh-huh. He's like, let's just get married because that's where we're going anyway. And that's how that came up.
Oh, nice. And you guys lasted 10 years. That's cool.
Yeah.
That's really nice. So it wasn't no ultimatum or anything?
No, it wasn't. We were together for about a year and a half at that point. And we never spoke about marriage before that. I was just happy. We were just happy living together. We just moved in, I think, 2 months before that together. So when, like I said, when it was time for me to renew my student visa, that's when he said, hey, just do this.
Consuela, I know the story of how the proposal went, but had your husband not proposed, do you think you would still be in like a uncommitted relationship, so to speak? No. Okay.
Yeah, I had made up in my mind because at that time we were together 4 years.
Okay. 4 years. Okay.
Yeah, 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
And my thing is like, you don't know where you want to go, and
you look like an ultimatum type of woman.
no, it wasn't an ultimatum. It was an ultimatum for myself. Like,
Yeah.
if this is where you did not want to go, because I have a child,
Right.
I need to make sure. My thing is, I have abandonment issues. I ain't got no problem saying I got abandonment issues. I need the commitment because it doesn't take anything for you to walk away, and at the end of the day, it's just me and my baby.
Right.
You're not about to walk out of his life. Like, that was what my whole thing was. And if this wasn't something that you wanted, then Negro dip.
All right.
I would have been.
So that's kind of an ultimatum.
It's no, but I never
she
told him
never
it was for
presented
myself.
that.
It was
Yeah.
for myself.
Yeah. And
You were thinking it, but you never said it.
No, I never said it. No, I
I
never
think
said it.
he picked up on your energy.
Not
He's
because
like-
we were living together for about a year and some before we got engaged.
Yeah, but I think 4 years of being together in a relationship, it's kind of like, hey, you
but
know.
we're young. That's the thing.
Yeah, that is young
That's
too. You were 24?
I was 21 when we got together.
What, marriage
I
at-
was 24. Yeah, I was 24 when I got married.
I was 24 when I got married too.
I was 20.
You were 20. And that was
Yeah,
the second and that was the second marriage?
Bro, that's what I'm saying.
Yep.
She never
Storm,
mentions the first.
You put in some miles. When I got married, it wasn't an ultimatum. It was a discussion between us, and I was like, yeah, let's do the damn thing.
That was the same thing. Like, after, like, so we got engaged, and
Yeah.
he was like, so we had like other things that we needed to get together, and he
Yeah.
was just like, yo, F it, let's just go do it. I'm like,
Yeah.
you sure? He's like, yeah, let's just go. I'm like, bruh.
So,
Are you sure?
like, it's different for me now at the age I'm at. Back
Right.
then, when I was 20 years old, I was married one time before. So it was,
Storm?
yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm sorry, I'm hearing feedback. Yeah, so now where I'm at in my life now, it's gonna be different. Like, I feel like it's gonna be different. I don't know, but back then, I'm at 20 years old. You just want to have fun. So him bringing that up was like, okay, let's do it, and this is gonna help me out as well. And the more we talked about it, because we were engaged for 4 months before we actually got married, the more we talked about it, the more excited I got about being married to him.
Oh, nice.
So I think it's going to be different this time. Like, I could have a longer engagement this time.
Did the relationship end on good terms?
With
Yes.
Sean?
Yeah.
Yes and no.
Well, yes and no, because how it ended was kind of bad, but we were good 3-4 months later.
Okay, so yeah, once you can, after a divorce, could still be friends and still talk to each other, then we could consider that a good ending.
Yeah,
right?
we spoke, we still talk.
Right, yeah. And you speak highly of Sean, so shout out to yourself, Sean, wherever you are. Anybody right now who's logged in listening, have you been married, and did you get married through an ultimatum? Either it was given to you or you were the one given the ultimatum. In the meantime, Shade says, I don't believe in giving anyone an ultimatum. If it gets to the point that you have to give someone an ultimatum, then maybe that isn't the person for you. You can discuss how you feel about commitment and marriage without making your partner feel pressured. I like that. I like that take.
I like that, but I would say this: some people need that ultimatum. Like, it depends on who you're with. Like, I don't think it's for me. Don't give me an ultimatum.
Yeah.
But I think some people just need that push.
Right.
No, the push is you. Bro, I'm gonna give you the deuces. When you figure out what you're gonna do, I might not be here. That's your ultimatum.
That's an informal ultimatum.
Let me throw out a question here, right? If, let's say you have a crystal ball and you can see into the future, right? And you see, hey, this person that I'm with if we don't get married, we will be together forever. But if we do get married, there's a chance that it might dissolve at some point. Are you willing to risk that?
For marriage? No.
Are you? You're willing to risk that?
The only reason why, I guess, growing up how I grew up and just seeing certain things, being together and just there don't mean shit to me.
Right.
Because we could be two different entities living in the same household, but it's just like, okay,
that can happen when you're married too.
It can happen, but when you're married. But I feel like I don't know, for some reason with a marriage attachment to it, if the two parties are on the same wavelength in a sense, that they're willing to fight to make sure that they're happy together, they're happy without each other, but they can always come together and find that common ground. Like they're working to.
From my experience, I think when you're married, it's harder to give up than if you're just in a relationship.
Yeah.
I think that's a mental thing because of the constructs of society. Because marriage really is just a piece of paper, and once you wrap your head around that, because we've had this discussion, I think marriage is important. Like I think, especially for paperwork issues, financial reasons, or legality, I think it's important. But it's something about somebody committing to be with you every single day, like making that mind up to do that every day. And I'm not saying that marriage doesn't, it's like this, it's like signing a contract. That's what marriage is. So it makes you adhere to that contract better, I would say, in people's mind. But for me, I'm not there in my life anymore. Like I don't have to be married to make that commitment and be true to it.
Nice. How do you get there though?
By being married twice and one time to my
Self-love.
Self-love, heavy on the self-love?
Heavy on the self. I'm serious. Like I try, like for me, like I said, you hold yourself to a standard no matter what's going on. If you make a commitment, you make a commitment. And I will never stay in a marriage just because it's hard to get out. So that piece of paper doesn't hold me like that.
See, but that's what I'm saying. I'm not thinking of it more so of like a paper stamp for it. I'm more so thinking of it as a commitment. Like
I could commit without the marriage.
You definitely can. I'm not saying that but just for me. And
so for you, marriage makes a big difference for you.
When I see what I see growing up, like it's a goal for me because I want it to be productive. I want it to be fruitful. I don't want to just be in a situationship with somebody for the rest of my life. I don't care how happy they make me.
So I like to have conversations with people, like to get into their head and just like the human condition. I'm big on having like philosophical discussions on life and stuff like that. And a lot of ladies that I speak to have these things that they have somehow failed if a man doesn't choose to marry them. And I don't understand why. And these are, for lack of a better word, very successful young women that have degrees, women that have good jobs, women that can stand on their own 2 feet without
Does that make them successful though?
Well, again, societal construct.
Yeah, it does.
I'm talking about people that are not in debt and they can pay their own way and they can, put food on the table for our, I would say, standards of being a successful human being or being a upstanding citizen. Those are some of the boxes that are checked off. So for some reason, it seems like, it's like, oh my God, look, I'm 32. I don't have a kid yet. I'm not in a steady relationship. And it seems like that's like a burden that they're carrying, that they feel like somehow they're failing. And I don't understand why. And Storm,
it's societal pressure, Kareem. Because get this, I have, for the past 5 years, I've had a successful business. I'm doing well. I don't have a kid, right? Every time people don't consider that I'm doing well, what they talk about is, why are you not married and how come you don't have a kid yet? Like the look that they give you, like if you have anything going on with you and you're not married or you don't have a kid, it's like something is wrong with you. They're looking for what's wrong with you.
All right. And ladies, I want to say something to y'all. Y'all are amazing.
Amen.
Y'all don't need us.
Amen.
Yeah, y'all don't. If you want a man, have a man, but you don't need a man, because I've like the caliber and the quality of women that I'm seeing right now. Like I'm amazed. Like women are becoming like forces of
forces to be reckoned with.
Yeah. Even within GMGT, like a lot of the behind the scenes things that happen is a lot of women that are making the difference and pushing. Gigi's one of our producers that came on recently, does a lot of things in the background. Paris runs the whole GMGT shop. She's a nurse. Keisha, finance by trade. She does a lot of the social media and finances. So, you know, there's a lot of strong women all around us, and it seems like a lot of time they feel like they're like somehow incomplete if there isn't a man.
Do you think, because I was having a conversation with someone, and I feel like especially anybody over the age of, let's say, 40, right? They start thinking about their future. They start thinking about, okay, I'm going to have to retire. Do I have enough money to survive? Am I going to be alone?
Right.
Who am I going to spend time with? Just having that social interaction. Do you think that has a part to play in the fact that they can't check that I have a man part of the box?
It's possible.
I would
I've been
say
hearing
this
the
though,
same
like
thing.
even beyond just having somebody to interact with, the word marriage holds so much weight to women. Like it's not even just about having a partner.
Right.
The word marriage have a lot of weight to it. And you talk to them and it's like, because it's almost like the ultimate accomplishment.
Right.
Because of how it's been for so many years, that this is what's wrong with you. And for me, like I said, I've chosen to live my life happy. I'm not going to get married to anybody that doesn't make me happy. And when I do get married, if it doesn't make me happy, then I'm leaving. It's that word marriage doesn't hold the same weight to me that it did when I was younger. And that's just me finding myself.
I don't think marriage was something I wanted. I'm not going to lie. Marriage wasn't like, oh yes, this is my aspiration. I have to. As I said, I've never, ever, ever wanted to get married. That wasn't a goal for me. But what I did want was commitment. And even when I was talking to my husband about it, and I'm like, bro, we don't have to get married next week. I just want to know that you are wholeheartedly committed to me. Whether it could have been a piece of paper you wrap around my finger, a chain you put, whatever it is that was supposed to signify that committing to one another, that's all that I needed. Like, again, it was his idea to want to get married. It was his idea to want to have a wedding,
So he stepped
which
up.
which was fine. But I'm just saying, for me specifically, I just wanted somebody to commit and say, I chose you and I want to work on this. I want to grow with you. I want to build with you. My other half, literally.
But it's like, it's also in an action. Like for me, I don't even listen to when you say, okay, you want to be with me, because guys say that all the time. Like it's my
We just
text
trying to
first
get
thing
in
the
the
morning.
panties.
It's
No, but the
I'm
type of
serious,
caliber
guys say
of
that
man.
all the time. It's their actions. Like your husband took steps to prove
That's
that
I said,
to you.
the type of caliber
And-
man that he is, I just knew what I was already dealing with.
Good.
So I
Right.
was cool with
And
it.
for me, it's the actions, because I've been married. It's the actions of, like, for example, I like my text good morning every morning. It shows me like you thought about me first thing when you wake up. It doesn't have to go on throughout the day, but there are certain things that show you that that person is committed to you. And I believe in free love. I'm saying if one day you wake up and you're not for me, that's going to hurt. But I would rather you walk away from it than we perpetuate this thing saying, okay, we are committed, we married, da 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 da. Like, you know, after a while when a relationship has run its course.
So in the scenario, go ahead.
I wanted to know what constitute, like, I don't love you anymore. I like you a lot, but I don't love you. Like, I'm not in love. I never understood, like, I have love for you, but I'm not in love with you.
Because
I
you've
understand
never
that.
experienced a marriage or a relationship that has run its course. Like with Sean and I know that we run our course, and at this point, if we stay together, it's just pure stubbornness at this point.
Let me ask you a question. How long did it take from, hey, I think this is over in your head to, hey, we're over and you actually split? What was the time?
It took about a year and a half to be from this is not working to okay, we're going to split up. And I would say this, like within that year, it wasn't that I wasn't in love with him, or I don't think, and I know he was in love with me from what he says. It was more of our life, it wasn't aligning, and it just like no matter what happened, he would have to sacrifice for me to pursue my goals, and I would have to sacrifice my goals for him to pursue his, and it wouldn't be something temporary because we are very different people. So at that point, you're building resentment, you're building animosity, you're building stuff that's not healthy. And to be able to walk away and have a healthy relationship, sometimes you just have to let that I love you go. Not I love you, but that I want to be with you go.
That's the only thing that I've heard that makes sense.
Yeah.
You know, what you just said, like I know someone that was in a relationship with somebody, got married, had children, and they just is like, I don't love you no more. And boop, they went on to the next. And my thing is just like, yo, what gets you there where you said, I'm not fighting for you, I'm not fighting for this anymore.
Happens.
It's not even about you not fighting for this. It's almost, sometimes it gets to the point, I've spoken to some women that you're fighting for your own life at that point.
But that's what I'm saying. And what you said made sense. Like that actually made sense. Like, all right, you know what? We're in two different places. We're going in two different directions.
Right.
I love you, all of that good stuff. But the best thing right now, that's the only thing that I've heard so far that made sense of why they needed to split in general. But I've seen other shit, and it's just like, did you actually try on this though? Did y'all work this?
Some people don't want to try.
But that's
some
my
people
point.
don't want to try because it requires a lot of work. Like I remember, and not only that, is the other person too, because I have said, let's go to therapy, let's do this, let's do that. And he would say, yeah, but when it's time to do it, it never really happened because I didn't have the tools and I couldn't figure out how to make this thing work where we both could be happy and both pursue our dreams and still have our individuality in the relationship. It wasn't happening.
So in this scenario here, back in our corner, let's say she gave the guy the ultimatum and he's like, listen, I'm not ready to get married yet. I like what we have. Let's keep going. What, as a woman, how would you guys respond to that?
On to the next.
So
yeah, I believe if you're to the point where you're given an ultimatum, what's going on right now is not enough for you. Whether that's a you thing or him thing, like whatever is going on at that point, it's not enough for you, so you need to move on.
Yeah, I could still be very amicable and, you know, move on, but this is
and it has nothing to do with love at that point, because even if she's dead wrong and it's just about the paper for her or the ring for her, it's still not working for her the way it is.
Okay. So what do we advise this woman in wrapping it up? How should she approach this issue? She clearly wants to get married.
If she wants him, then be patient. But if you want it just for you, for your sake, I don't think that's the person for you.
Okay. What says you, Storm? I like that.
What she said.
What she said. Yeah, that's a nice way to wrap it up. Here's what we're gonna do. That was the back in our corner. We're gonna take a quick music pause, and we're gonna come right back after this. It's a wake up call. Storm, Kareem, Consuela. We're gonna be right back.
Time where the culture lives.
Good music, good times.
One good thing about music, when it is
good time. Delivering the best.
The Wake Up Call. Now live on the best entertainment has to offer. Good music, good times. Where the culture lives.
La la la. The way you walk, way you talk, way you smile. When you looked at me, girl, for a while, started blush like a child. But I ain't playing no game now. I will do anything for your love. Just say the word now. You're my day, you're my night, you're my sun, you're my rain, you're my world now. I've got to have you, got to hold you, I've got to squeeze you. I'm longing for your love, girl. I've got to have you, got to hold you. I gotta win your heart. You set my soul on fire. 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 Fire, 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 la la la, The first time I saw your face, girl, I know that I met my bride now. Never felt this way for anyone. So real inside now. I can see myself taking shows with you in the park now. Hugging up, kissing up, loving up, just chilling in my yacht now. I've got to have you, got to hold you, got to squeeze you. I'm longing for your love, girl. I've got to have you, got to hold you, I've got to win your heart. You set my soul on fire. You set my soul on fire. You set my soul on fire. No, no, no. You set my soul on fire. Yeah, my heart is burning, burning, burning for your love. My heart is aching, aching, aching for your love. My heart is moaning, moaning, moaning for your love. My heart is screaming, screaming for your love now. You set my soul on fire. 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 Hey, the way you walk, way you talk, way you smile. When you looked at me, girl, for a while, started blush like a child. But I ain't playing no game now. I'll do anything for you, girl. Just say the word now. You're my day, you're my night, you're my sun, you're my rain, you're my world now. I've got to have you, got to hold you, I've got to squeeze you. I'm longing for your love, girl. I've got to have you, got to hold you, You are the one for me. You set my soul on fire. You set my soul on fire.
So it's just been reported that Donald Trump just took the helicopter out of the White House. Does anybody feel a sigh of relief right now? The Wake Up Call, Storm, Consuela, Kareem. We're gonna do one more track and then we're gonna come back and just keep the discussion going. Don't forget Daybird comes up at 9 a.m. with Nikia. Let me just jump into this track right here. I like this one here.
It's legendary beats.
They know my story. From old dogs to you, I be hustle to walk. Me and
official. After a year, after 4 years in office, Trump is on his way out the White House. I feel like I'll be a little bit safer tonight, hopefully.
Hopefully.
Is that just is that wishful thinking?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Trumpians are still outside.
Exactly.
True.
I have a question.
You have a question?
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
Miss Consuela.
What I do?
Let's say a woman walks up to you and says, "You know what? I've gotten to know your husband.
Wow.
He has all the qualities that I want. My child to have. I just need sperm donation just to have a kid. You don't have to have anything to do with the kid. I just want to." Because when you go to a sperm bank, you don't really get to know the person who's gonna father your child, and you could end up with anything. What would you be so kind as to have a donation?
No.
Give a donation.
No.
Wow. I like where this went.
No. Let me tell you something. I don't care how anybody feel. I don't care what anybody got to say. I have to have my husband's first child.
Wow.
Okay,
I
what
know
about
my
second?
husband, no. Baby.
Yeah.
Okay. I have
Be
to
it
be
connected
able,
and everything. You can't
listen,
blame women out here.
No. We going back.
Wow. I feel attacked.
To the monarchy. Okay, them days where the baby, every family needed that boy child to carry on the name. Okay, that's my job. No outside children. No, baby, no.
But it's just a donation.
No.
It's not like you have to be in that child.
My husband's gonna want to be in that baby's life because that's part of him. No.
What if he doesn't know and you just take the sperm and pass it over?
No, me self yet. No. Hell no.
So you wouldn't allow your husband to donate sperm to have a kid?
What if it was to go to Dominica
she
to
says
help
no,
with
Storm.
the problems they're having over there?
She says no.
That's not my problem.
She says no.
Unless her name is Dominica.
Would you have done that, Storm?
I don't know. I wanted to explore that though. I think I would still want to be that child's life, but I think I could. I think Sean could have a kid with someone else when we were married. He did. I knew my stepchild, and that didn't interfere with our relationship.
That was BC Storm.
He had the child before you guys got married, right?
Right, but I'm saying if it's not a cheating situation and that they're just having a kid together, like it wouldn't be that different from the child he already had.
Let me ask that question to the chat room then. How many are y'all willing to allow y'all significant other to donate sperm or egg to somebody else's child?
Nope.
So if I go as like,
what if it was like Handmaid's Tale, where the world needed something, like the world needed it, you still wouldn't.
So I'm wondering now how would that conversation go? Like, let me go to my wife. Hey, I seen this lady. I like all the qualities she has. Can we get an egg from her to have a kid?
That's cute.
How you think that's gonna sound?
That's if your wife can't have a kid.
No. My wife can't. She can.
Okay, but I'm saying I can't have a child without a sperm, and I don't have a guy right now.
Right. So let's say, okay, and I understand your scenario, but I'm trying to look at the scenario in reverse, right? So we're trying to go equally here. If I go to my wife, I say, hey, I seen this beautiful lady out there. She's successful. She's intelligent. I've gotten to know her. She's such a nice lady. I think I want one of her eggs so we can have a kid. How do you think that will go over?
Really different, Rari. Here's why. Because you're telling your wife that she is not enough.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. That's what she's gonna hear.
Right? So now let's reverse it. Let's say this. You weren't married and you want to have a child. And your friend has a wife that you think you could have a child with.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's the right way. That's the right scenario.
Ahead.
Go ahead, Storm. You're right.
Go ahead.
Right? And you have to have that conversation with your
My friend?
your other,
Yeah.
and not your other, with his other, and say, hey, like, I don't even know how to play that out because the guys are different because that woman has to carry that child. But let's say the egg. You're going to get somebody else to carry the child for you. You just need the egg from his wife because you love how she is and you want to have a kid that imitates her. That's the question.
Yeah, that's a tough one. Yeah, if one of my homeboys come like, hey, can your wife donate me an egg? I just want to have one of her kids because I think she's an amazing woman. That's a tough situation to answer too.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
That's definitely tough. You know, now that we're talking about kids and having babies, Triggs just pops up in the chat room. I wonder why. Good morning, DJ Triggs.
Morning, Triggs.
And shout out to the people that's listening on
YouTube?
No,
Facebook?
on Clubhouse. We have a few people there, maybe like 4 or 5. Welcome to
Hi, Clubhouse.
GMGT.LIVE. Like I said, if you guys want to watch the video, you can head over to YouTube or Mixcloud. Just type in GMGT.LIVE and you can find us over there. You get the video, you get the full GMGT experience, which is good music, good times. And yeah, that's how we're going to do it. What's next?
I have a question.
So, Kareem, that's a yes?
For me, if I would allow my friend to have my wife's egg, I do not think so.
I'm gonna ask my husband. This is gonna be funny.
Yeah, that's a very good one, Storm. I like that. I don't think I can cross that barrier, not yet. And I'm very liberal, but that's kind
no
of
for you.
I think I'm a leaning no on that one. Because every time I look at that kid, I'm gonna think that's my wife's child. Right? Or even if it's not my wife or a significant other. Yeah, but it's my friend. Even though they didn't have sex or anything, it's still kind of like a weird dynamic. Right? Imagine that kid is calling my kids brother or sister or whatever.
Oh shit, I didn't even think about that aspect.
Right?
But I'm saying, like, when you have stepchildren, it's the same dynamic. The only difference is it happened during the relationship. Right. They didn't have sex. They're not sleeping together. It's like having
imagine we had the family barbecue. I dap up my friend. He's like, hey, this is my son. His son runs over, daps up my son.
What if they look
brother.
alike? What if they look alike?
Yeah. How are you explaining that to the guests?
Like, you don't need to explain it to anybody. I think like that's the world I want to live in, that people could do that.
That's the world I want to live in too, honestly. But like I said, that psychological barrier is a hard barrier to cross for me right now. I'm not saying it's nothing wrong with that because they weren't sleeping together. It was a discussion that was had, right?
It was medically done.
Right.
It wasn't.
Yeah, it's a legit, thing to happen. But I'm saying mentally, it's gonna take me some time to get used to something like that. And right now, I don't think I'm in that space.
But right now, I don't think I'm in that space.
10 years ago, things that I think like right now that I can, live with or accept. I wasn't there 10 years ago, so who knows? Hit me up in 10 years. We'll see where I'm at that point.
I'll try 5 when your beard grew in.
Oh shit!
Wow! Wow!
Pew pew pew!
Wow.
Pushing wing wing.
Shots fired. Anyway, you had a question, Consuela, and
I did.
I think this one is good too.
So, question, right?
Right.
Would you go to jail for a year? Or take a year off of your life?
Wow.
Year off the life.
Nah, I'm going to jail. I'm going to jail.
Listen,
I don't want to deal with that mental trauma. Like, I don't.
It's gonna make me stronger.
I am not giving up a year of my life. I would
rather.
It's
the same thing.
I would rather if somebody say you will die tomorrow or spend the next 10 years in jail. I'm taking 10 years in jail.
Let me tell you something. That's free medical. That's free education.
No, it's different. If somebody says you're going to die tomorrow or spend 10 years in jail, I'm taking jail.
Yeah.
But if like let's say I have 60 years, right? And they said you're gonna live 59 years or you're gonna live your 60, but one of them is in jail. I take in my 59 years. I don't want to deal. I have enough mental trauma to deal with. Like I'm trying to get rid of the ones I already have.
I going in jail.
No.
What you doing, Consuelo?
I'm going to jail. Like
Hell
I said,
yeah.
free
I'm
education.
gonna learn
free
to learn
medical.
I'm gonna learn to love myself in that year.
What
in jail.
no,
Heavy on the
because you
self-love.
could get raped in jail, Kareem.
Wow, why we had to go there? Wow,
Like we gonna go, we gonna go.
talking
Like you
about
can't
Rikers.
be.
We're not
Where you
talking
going
about
to play
Rikers.
jail?
You know, I think the jail that we see on TV and the actual jail is not two different things, but I think they're slightly off. I don't think.
No, baby
like,
girl.
We think of jail,
I've heard some stories
and
from some
me
real jail
too.
dudes.
Yeah, but they went to Rikers. Like that's
I don't
to
know
me
what,
is
but
Rikers
Kareem
in
didn't say where you're
upstate,
going.
Like
He just said
the pen.
jail.
Yeah. Wally Black says send him to jail.
No, I don't want that trauma. People beating you up, you gotta watch your back every minute. Like no,
Put me in solitary confinement. I'm a masturbate
What
for
if-
that year.
What if? Okay, what if you don't know if you're gonna get raped in that year?
Lauren is like, Kareem, when them men start to mash up your butt, you will wish you were dead. Lauren, why we gotta go there? Don't go there.
I think you didn't think this through. What if you're getting beat up
going
all
to
the
jail.
time?
I don't care. One extra year of life, I am going to jail. Beat me up.
Nah, I don't want that trauma.
Beat me up. I choose in life every single day of the year.
If, like I said, if it was somebody say, okay, you could die tomorrow, go to jail for 10 years, I would go to jail for 10 years. But if I have a certain amount of life to live and somebody said, okay, you're going to have to live for 30 years, but one of them is in jail, I'm dying.
Yo, shout out to Juki Johnson, man. Big up to the crew inside
Hey,
Florida.
Juki.
Juki said it's not slightly off. I was a correction officer. I heard some screams. It happens. Jail and prison, even teen jail. Wow. Still going in jail.
Wow.
Give me life.
I'm not doing it.
I rather,
And I'm a girl who could take stuff.
yeah. I rather live my life with a no. You know what? Stop it. Let me not even go there.
Say it.
I'm not even going there. I want to know. Any. So Juki, what would you do? Would you, let's see, go to jail for a year or lose a life of a year? Lose a year of your life. Juki said he's too cute to go to jail. So Trick said they're gonna slice up your bottom. All right. So since everybody's fear is of getting raped in jail, right?
Let's take out the rape scenario.
No, we're not taking
You
out
can't.
the rape scenario. I'm making it a little bit different.
Oh God.
Right? Right? So to the fellas, either you have sex with a man or you lose 1 year of your life. What would you do?
Wait, what?
So Juki says he's losing the year for jail, but I'm talking about no jail involved. Somebody comes to you and say, hey, you either need to have sex with a man or you're gonna die 1 year earlier.
I gonna take life.
Wally Black say you gonna take the year.
Kareem,
Right?
Imagine. Oh God. Ooh.
Kareem, you're choosing life every time.
Yeah, I'm choosing life every time. I'm gonna walk with a limp for that extra year. Lauren said if she's a man, yeah, she gonna destroy his. All right.
Talk to be gentle.
I see where y'all going with this.
Talk to me nicely.
Yeah, but if I had a choice, I have to deliver. I ain't taking. I ain't taking.
No, you have to take Kareem.
Kareem look like he's shriveled up. Like, oh God, no.
I'm traumatized already.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not dealing with that trauma. And I'm a girl. I still not dealing with that trauma, that jail for a whole year.
So, ladies, on the same level, have sex with another woman or lose a year of your life. What are you doing, Storm?
Having sex all day, every day.
What are you doing?
I'm sorry, what was the question?
Have sex with a woman or lose a year of your life. Yo, tell Lauren stop bullying me, man.
Call me a bisexual then.
All right, okay. So
all day, every day.
So I think
Am
it's
I gonna
easy.
get extra years if we have more sex?
I think women, it's a lower barrier for a woman to have sex with another woman than a man to have sex with another man, right?
Like,
women are
to be totally honest,
yeah.
there's some
But
guys
no, I
out
just
there
don't-
I would rather have sex with a woman.
Wait. Say that again.
I said to
Yeah,
when you see some guys, you would rather have sex with a woman.
Okay, but I think women are mostly bi-curious, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like
I told y'all already. I'm not munching any carpets. Okay.
What if you have
but
to for your
next
year?
thing, you're not munching carpets, but what if your carpet is munched?
That's the side. I'd never mind that.
No, Kareem, that's a good cop out for her. I'm saying if you had to eat it for a year or lick it for a year, so keep your year of life, Consuela.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Oh, my face look ugly, child.
Like you have to be down in there, like down in me. Yeah.
I go dead.
Yeah. So you rather die than eat pussy.
Yeah.
That's what you're saying. Wow.
I'm gonna take one for the
Like
team.
it's not appetizing to me. It
You
doesn't look
want to take
like,
one for the team, Storm?
No.
Yeah.
As long as I get to pick the woman. Not even Beyonce.
Steffi said as long as she get to pick the woman. So we're saying that there are certain situations you would rather die than have sex.
With a woman?
Yeah.
Even if I get to pick her? Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Okay.
I don't know no scenario where I would rather have died than have sex with a woman.
No, like
Tracy
no, you
Ann
said,
said
no. You
she
said
eating
I
like
have
it's-
to munch.
It's the last food on earth.
It's a.
So to the people
Prove
that
you're wrong.
You know
that's
what?
That's
No,
what
no.
Tracy
You
Ann
know what?
said.
No.
She
I'ma
said I
take
eating
some-
like it was the last food on earth.
I am there with her. Like it for a year. I would rather have sex with a woman than to go to jail for a year.
No, I like what I like.
So let me see what the men in the chat would have to say. Would you rather have a gay sex for a year?
Like
That is a barrier. I'm not gonna cross.
What Kareem, what do you think they're gonna make you do in jail?
Listen, I'll take my chances in jail.
Yeah, look this. Look.
I think I'm gonna throw up.
Kareem,
I'm gonna throw up. I
Kareem,
am
so
gonna
you're
throw up.
telling me
Yes.
you're not gonna put something in your mouth over dying?
I will die.
No, you don't have to put it in. Just lick the tip.
No, I will die.
Consuela,
That's
I choose life every time.
nah.
I ain't say touch the ugly thing in the back of your throat. Just lick the tip.
I
said I have all my affairs in order.
I am taking the easy way out. As a matter of fact, I am going and choose my coffin. I'm choosing my pallbearers. Yeah, it's a no for me, dog. Yeah, I ain't putting anything in. Like
Okay,
I
have this coffee.
I have a friend. He said one of his Guyanese homeboys. He's like, yeah, you'll have sex with a man for $1 million. Say you don't mind. Say put it in, whatever, he don't care. Say the only part of the scenario you have problem with is the loving. He say, and in the voice, he say, you see the suckers and the suck neck. He say he can't take that. he can't take the loving. He say he don't mind. He say he'll have the sex, he'll take the $1 million. But you see, pushing on the tongue in my ears and licking my neck and so. You say that's that. Yeah, guys.
Is it for play he can handle?
Yeah.
Let's not go there. Let's not go there. Okay?
What they say?
Wally Black said it had to be a Guyanese. It's definitely a Guyanese. Juki said it's a heck no. Lauren says, so Kareem, what you think will happen if you go to jail? Nah, Lauren, the first day I go in jail, I'm cutting somebody in the face or something. I'm letting them know I'm not going to be anybody's bitch.
Listen, you cannot. Then you're going for life. Then you're going for 4 years.
Okay, so okay.
I choose life every time.
I choose life every time.
Except for when they put it in your mouth.
Yeah. You can't do that. No. That mouth thing, this is a little bit too far for me. That's a step too far.
I like how you like to go down the rabbit hole until it reaches your limit.
Yeah. That's where we stopping, right here. Huh? Right here. So it seems like all the fellas is like, nah, they're not doing it. But you know, in all honesty, a lot of like we say a lot of things, but when we are in the real situations, it's really hard to do. And it's like when I got sick with COVID and I had to make the decision like, what are we gonna do? Are we gonna stay down for the well, we already had a week scheduled to be off, but you know, like staying off the extra week just to make sure everybody is good and everything. It really was a big decision to make for me internally, right? Like take that extra week off, make sure everybody is safe. And I remember like I used to go so hard, like why are people partying and why are people doing things? But when it came for me to make that decision for the well-being of others, it wasn't easy for me. It wasn't just easy to roll over and say, hey, we're off because everybody has to be good, because now I have to balance. Like we have people who wants to hear the show, we have people, you know, who wants to tune in, and when you're in the situation and you have to make those big boy decisions, it's not always easy. So I'm saying all of this,
I have
but
one thing
no,
to say
I'm not
about
putting
that,
anything in my mouth. Yeah. Go ahead.
So I was going to talk about your mouth again, but I won't get at the rest.
Oh, Lauren say my mouth sexy. I do have a sexy mouth. I know that, but you ain't going nowhere. Nowhere.
Look.
Okay, okay. I forget what I was going to say, Rari, about your mouth sexy.
Go ahead.
I forgot. Oh. So yesterday when we were having the discussion, you talked about how stuff is gray, and I said to you, if you hold yourself accountable and you hold people accountable, gray is hard, but it's still a decision that has to be made. See that whole gray copped out you do yesterday?
Right.
Now the scenario is real. Like you could still make those decisions, and we don't think life is black and white. It's just that you have to make certain decisions and take certain stance.
Yeah, I agree. So my stance is I'm not putting any penis in my mouth. I'm gonna die a year earlier.
A whole year. What about 5 years? If it was 5 years?
Yeah, I'll take death still.
Maybe I will ask you 10 years from now and see where you stand.
Ask me 10 years from now and see where we at that point.
All right.
Yeah. Because the older I get, maybe the more willing I'll be able to give up years of life, right? Right now, let's see. Anyway, we're gonna wrap right now. We're actually gonna take a break between now and 12. Yeah. So to the people who are expecting the daybreak, we had a little situation, so daybreak is gonna be off today. But check us back at midday.
No, daybreak is on.
Stay on.
Oh, daybreak is on. Okay.
Daybreak is on.
Yes, it might be a little delayed, but we're gonna be on. She's gonna be on.
Yeah, daybreak is on.
Oh, okay. All right. So daybreak is on. All right. So we good. We're gonna take a pause for our calls and come right back. We come back when we come back on the other side of 9. It's gonna be daybreak with Nikia. So I want to say shout out to everybody. Keep it locked. Don't go nowhere. on behalf of Storm, Consuela, yours truly, Kareem.
Thank you for listening to the best morning show
in all the
in
land.
all the lands. We're a little rusty.
Yeah, we are a little rusty. It's been another awesome edition. To the people that was on Clubhouse, I know it wasn't much of y'all, but thank you. Don't forget, make the switch over to Mixcloud. Or head over to our YouTube channel also. It's GMGT.LIVE, GMGT.LIve, G as in good, M as in music, G as in good, T as in times. And yeah, find us on your favorite social media platform. You can also follow us on Instagram. We don't do too much live content over on Instagram due to all the copyright issues, but hey, find us there if you can. We out. We're gonna do some music and then Nikki is gonna join us in a few and we're gonna take it from there. All right, so we're gonna be out.
Good music, good times.